That's a good stretch.
Oh yeah, good stretch.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, good stretch.
Good stretch.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna get banned from Twitch.
Oh yeah, good stretch.
They banned for less than this.
You're doing great.
All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right.
I'm glad I
All
could
right.
contribute.
All right. All right. Continue. Okay.
I'm gonna need you to get off me.
Oh yeah.
I'm kidding. Okay. All right. Hey guys, what's going on? Hey guys, what's going on? It's me, Summoner Blue.
Palm hurts.
We're here today
I need to ice my palm.
doing some weird shit.
Time to exercise.
I literally
God
don't know what's
damn
going
it.
on anymore.
Oh no, I actually hurt my palm. I was punching my palm.
Sure you were.
Someone needs to put
Now
this onto the stream.
Now it really hurts.
Yeah. Luckily, we haven't started the stream yet. Oh. Hey guys.
Oh
What?
no, you mean they've heard me throw away my modesty?
What
Squeaky.
modesty?
Let's be
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
real, all right? Let's
Let's
be real for
let's
5
not
seconds, Squeaky.
Is everybody ready to disrespect these titties?
You have fallen over.
What am I even here for? Why am I here? Oh my jaw! Oh my god, my jaw! Everything is meaningless. Oh my fucking ow! Oh Jesus! Ugh.
So we're gonna play some Fairy Tale today.
Yay! Not safe for work edition.
Oh, God.
Everyone grab a titty and disrespect it.
God damn!
Hi guys.
I
Welcome back. We're late. We're sorry.
Yeah, there was some tech issues. We haven't had technical issues in a little bit actually. A couple of weeks.
Oh god.
It's pretty good. We have to replace the sign because like you know those signs it's like no accidents and 0 in like so many days. Like we have to wait to go down to 0 now.
Yeah, it's usually you're just waking up so late.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. I usually sleep until like fucking 10. So whenever I'm DMing before then, it's just dreams, man.
You actually have not been awake the last 3 sessions. You were asleep through them. Sleep
The
DMing.
entire time. That's why. That's why.
This is a
That's
very
why we
mo-
saw all the fucking Eldritch shit. Because it's just all that's in my head, man.
It's also why you can't remember the episodes.
Last time on Dragon
You're
Ball
like, what
Z.
episode is it? I don't remember being conscious for the last 5.
I just don't remember the number. Leave me alone.
Oh, hey, Deco.
Hmm?
Where's my collar?
All right, listen, you little shit.
I'll have you know.
I'll give
I
you
had
that
a- I
collar
have
the
a-
next time I put in cards, which will be probably next game.
I have over 50 confirmed
Believe
kills.
me. Jake, when have I ever lied about this? Don't answer
This. Once.
But yes, guys. With all that being said, we're gonna be here playing some Fairy Tale today. Today's gonna be a pretty interesting thing. You guys will have basically free reign over the basement layer and the layer above if you guys decide to go up. For the remainder of this day, I'm expecting that today's gonna be mostly a rest and prep game. Simply for the fact of there's not really a lot of stuff left in this floor as far as like enemies are concerned, unless you guys want to fucking end the campaign right now. You can. You go right in that room and fucking fight it, man. If you want to end the campaign, we can do it. But let's fucking not, alright?
I mean, there's still one more dark room somewhere.
End the campaign! No.
And alright, Crimson, that's fine, man.
Oh,
Given
no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 subs, 10 subs.
the
Oh, cool.
shit,
Random
dude?
people in
Aw,
chat.
Crimson, you gave me sub.
Jake and Jester just got subs.
What the fuck were you guys not
All
already
right.
fucking subbed? What's wrong with you guys?
I'm
I'm
poor
already.
as fuck.
I renewed
Bitch,
my
I give
sub.
you enough of my time. I'm not giving you my money too.
And I don't care.
I renewed my sub a couple days ago.
I'm just an asshole.
Thank you, Squeaky. See, Squeaky's nice. Throw some Dear Ashleys in the chat, guys. I will say, we're at a point where I can add new emotes to the tier 1. I'm thinking about making Blue Shame a tier 1 emote since Twitch is changing the things, and people seem to want to use the Blue Shame emote a lot because they want me to suffer. So I'm probably thinking about making that one a tier 1 and like changing my tier 2, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see how things go. I don't know, man. There is a point where things will, I think we'll have up to 3 or 4 tier 1 sub emotes. I'm not sure how it's gonna work, but we shall definitely work on it. With all of that being said, Crimson just gives another sub. Crimson has given 73 gift subs in his lifetime of giving gift subs.
How do you
That's a
keep
lot.
track of that?
It says on here. It
damn
says Crimson Wolf has gifted a tier 1 sub. They've gifted 73 gift subs.
I was the
my
raid
God.
boss. I was the stream boss for 30 seconds, and then Jordy donated.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Hey, Jordy, you did donate. I've just been waiting for fucking like what's been going on here.
Holy shit, it's Jordy. Hey!
Hey, thank you for the $10, my frail Yordi. With all that being said, though, guys, there are some things. Oh, God dang it, Crimson giving more subs. Stop it. But with all things being said, there is going to be something we're going to have to mention before we go into much of anything else. I mentioned this briefly on the Monday games. However, there is going to be a step down of red for the foreseeable future, probably for the rest of the campaigns because of personal reasons. So we are going to be a single player short for the remainder of this campaign. We'll see how things go with that. We're definitely going to have to figure out what Rex is going to be doing for certain things, but I just want people to know that it's fine. We have things set up. The NPCs that are around him are going to be fine. However, for those people who have given stuff to Rex, for people who have given him inspiration and fate cards and whatnot, I will do my best to see if I can figure out some way to give something else to the players or something else because of this. But yeah, it's hard to say. It's hard to compensate for something like this. It's whenever something just jumps out like this. But with that being said, guys, it's personal reasons. Nobody's gonna mention anything about it. We're just gonna keep going on with this. But I think I really enjoy whenever I have the Tristan boy tell me things, and there was a humongous thing that happened last time, and I think Jester, why don't you tell us what happened last game?
Okay, look.
Oh boy.
Last week was a week ago. A lot of stuff has happened since then. Honestly, I gotta keep my voice down, otherwise I might irritate everyone in the entire square 10 kilometers radius of where I live.
Yeah, okay. Understandable.
So last week we beat the fuck out of that dumb bitch! Who thought she could do shit to me? The legend! And 2 people nearly died, but they didn't die, so that's okay.
They didn't die, so it's fine.
They don't
Didn't
matter.
count.
Afterwards, we explored the vicinity. A vampire turned a room into a room with a dragon, and the dragon blew off the fucking door. And now we're here.
That's true. That's pretty clear cut recap right there.
Jordy said buff the dog.
Hey, you didn't read a message I said about the dog? Yeah, I was gonna look at it. Give me a second, Keith. Okay, yeah, so I guess that's true. You guys beat a boss and then you saw a dragon. That's entirely legit. All right, cool. With that being said, yes, there was in the live section here, whenever there was the $10 from Jordy, from Frel Yordi, it said, and I quote, because I'm going to read it out. Come on. There we go. Yeah, it just said buff the dog, like in bold letters. So yeah. All right, that's gonna be 5 inspirations to Anwin.
No, I didn't get myself.
It's not a
killed.
dog. It's a mage.
That's true.
Eat shit.
There you go, Shomaru.
Yay!
There you go.
I
Look
must
at
recreate.
look at
I
all.
must
Look at all
recreate
these.
the ritual circle.
Look at all these. You did it. Look at these. But yes, with that being said, my dudes, you guys did, in fact, find a new blank room. As you guys went into that black room, the two people that went in were Quince and Felicity. Quince was looking around for something that he could potentially do with this thing, but as he was doing so, he looked back to Felicity. Felicity started, talking about how she didn't really have a lot of memories of her past, and as she was remembering something, a room formed around her, and a giant stamina appeared.
Wait a
But
fucking second.
we could also replace the stamina with a humongous stone dragon golem.
Why didn't you
We
just,
could.
why didn't you just get the Great Stone Dragon from Mulan?
Because I fucking shut up. It's a statue.
Because he didn't think of that until just
This is
moment.
more than a statue.
Anything is a statue. A moving statue is a statue that moves. It's still a statue. Fuck you.
It's not a statue.
Well, then what is it?
It's
It's
a
a Mega
dragon
Rock.
golem.
It's a
It's
golem.
the Mega Rock.
What's a golem if it's not a statue that moves?
I'm fairly certain that's a Pokemon.
Exactly. So now we have a pocket. Now we have a fucking Tamagotchi in the tower.
It's gonna
I'm
kill
glad we
all
cleared
of
it up. Good. I'm glad we cleared it up.
But
we have a Tamagotchi now.
this humongous dragon golem appeared in the room. As it did, it looked on toward the two people in front of it as Quince got the feeling of, well, this is probably not fantastic. He grabbed Felicity and he dived out of the room as the dragon inhaled breath and sent out a fucking laser. A
As dragons are
Kamehameha,
known to.
a Kamehameha wave of fucking death coming out from the room and just fuck. I wanna assume that like it even has like the laser sound effect, like whenever you think of like a laser, like a pew pew laser, or like a long like energy beam, it probably had that sound effect as well, just like completely
I thought
destroying everything.
I thought it just sounded like the legitimate Pokemon sound effect for Hyper Beam.
There you go. With a dragon roar somewhat in the back of it. But as you guys saw Felicity and Quince jumping out from the area, you guys had all came here after you heard the dragons roaring before it let out its attack, and you saw this. And the last thing that was seen in the game was our little Felicity girl, like basically spamming sorry in chat. As she's just going, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Guys, at this point, in front of you, there is a doorway where a humongous, like, person-sized, if not larger, laser has just penetrated. There are no doors in that room anymore. That thing does not have doors at this point. What's gonna happen here? Quince, you can get up whenever you want.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do that. I'll get up. Is Felicity up or no?
She is basically like on the ground.
Yeah,
she
that's right, that's right.
she is on her hands and knees and just saying sorry over and over again.
Quince is not good with being like, comforting, so he's just gonna be like,
He's gonna kick her in the side and tell her to man up.
he just puts a hand on her shoulder and he's like, there. Like that's literally all he does.
Do the rest of you approach?
Shomaru goes over, immediately goes to like sniff. Like you're on the ground, you're chanting sorry. Where is hurt? Smells for hurt.
Are you okay?
You smell for hurt. You notice that she's still hurting from all the battles from before, but she hasn't changed since that happened. Because again, Felicity out of everybody is the one person who cannot benefit from resting, like all of you guys did. But she doesn't seem different from the last time you saw her, Shomaru, as far as pain and stuff is concerned. What were you saying, Priscilla?
Are you okay, Miss Felicity?
She is not paying attention to you. She is still chanting sorry, and she's just even after like Quince put a hand on her, she's just saying sorry over and over.
Felicity.exe has stopped Felicity.exe has stopped working. Press F in the chat.
You start shaking her. I would like you to please roll me for your instinct, please.
Miss Felicity?
Yeah, she's just like,
Miss Felicity!
and
You have a 3. That's pretty good.
Priscilla,
Okay.
master of social tact.
I'm gonna use this inspiration.
All right.
Alrighty. Yep. Whoop. That's a 7.
Luckily you did.
Alrighty. That's a nat 20.
Okay.
Nice.
You can go ahead and like just remove the color from this one if you want. I'm not gonna delete them anymore.
Alrighty.
You make your way over to her. As you do, you start shaking her, trying to see if you can get anything out of her. And as you do so, you notice that she begins to just kind of like sit still for a second. She looks over towards you, her eyes just seemingly very wide. And as she looks over towards you, she seems to give almost a dangerous look for a second until her eyes kind of roll up and she kind of like falls forward.
Uh-oh. I think I shook her too hard.
Huh.
Priscilla, can you make me big?
Yeah, I can. Did you want to carry her, Shomaru?
Yes, I'm gonna go put her in bed.
Oh, okay. You make...
Everyone's like, Priscilla killed
Bark.
someone. Like,
Nobody tell Chester.
All right, I will say that if Shomaru gets made big,
Yeah.
Flint will attempt to put Felicity on there. Wilhelm, do you want to help? I saw you moving.
Yeah.
Wilhelm and Flint put Felicity onto Shomaru, and Shomaru, you said you want to take her somewhere where there's a bed.
Yeah, the bedroom
Okay.
where we were resting last time.
Voop. You start going down the hall toward the dungeon-like area where the librarian keeps her bed. As you guys do, Flint at this point and Wilhelm, since you both were putting her on Shomaru, you guys get like a decent look into the room. Again, the room itself has some marble like bricks in the room. It seems kind of ornate from this side. Even from the doorway, from the angle you have, you can kind of see the claw of some sort of a stone dragon.
Oh shit!
Huh.
Lol.
Joker, look.
The fuckometer.
3.
Sorry, just donated $2. Sorry.
Christ.
I guess that's to Felicity.
I fucking hate you guys.
I don't know
Nani
if
the
anybody saw that
fuck?
on the chat, but I just rolled the I'm fucked-o-meter and it was a 3.
was it just me or did that alert look really weird?
It did look really weird.
I didn't see the alert. What happened with it?
It was like all the way to the side.
Well, yeah,
Like,
because there's just a
did-
bunch of sorries.
Oh,
And at
okay.
the very end, it said dice to sorry, so I'm guessing it is a dice to Felicity.
Okay.
But thank you very much. Sorry. Stop it. But thank you very much.
They are now the stream boss.
God, no.
The audience is very impressionable.
I don't like that. Sorry is the stream boss.
Somebody smite that.
It doesn't look like we have any. Oh, no, there's Felicity inspirations.
Yo, and because they have no profile picture, it looks like a sad cube for a face.
What the fuck?
Oh God.
Not for Crimson.
But thank you
Wolf's
very
like,
much.
not for
Thank you very
long.
much. Sorry for that. But yes, what would you like to say or do about this Wilhelm? Because Flint's just like backing up, like, oh fuck.
I think it's best if we avoid the dragon. Maybe we should barricade the hallway, in fact.
Dimitri kind of steps forward. As he does, he closes his eyes and puts his fingers up to his temple. I can't sense any kind of life from that room.
Didn't we just see a dragon claw fly through there?
You did see a claw. You do know that his abilities don't seem to work on undead. However, that thing doesn't look undead to you.
Well, Dimitri, I don't know what to tell you, but there is a claw jutting out of that room.
It's still pretty far into the room. You have a good angle.
Yeah, I see things. You know what? Forget it. I'm gonna go up closer to it. I'm gonna peek in the doorway.
You want to peek in the doorway?
I'm gonna peek in the doorway.
Does anybody want to help Wilhelm before he dies?
I'll help him.
I'm not gonna fucking just jump in the middle of the fucking doorway, you ass. I'm gonna take a peek.
The two of you make your way toward the door. As you do, you stare into the room from the outside. You see the large, intimidating Stamino.
Jesus fuck the stamina.
No. Until I find something that I like as for a claim for this thing, it is a stamina. Leave it fucking no. It's in the room.
Stamina in the room.
Oh, you're putting in the actual room. Okay.
It's in the room. What are you guys doing? Crimson Wolf. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Wow.
Gave $120.
Charlie to 10.
Charlie.
Charlie to 10.
Fucking...
Why? Why Charlie?
Because Charlie
Why
is amazing.
Why Charlie?
Because why not?
Why?
He's a good boy.
Why?
What is so great about Charlie? He can run fast. I have to know.
I'm sorry.
What is going
Are
on?
you questioning the one you once called God, Nightshade?
I'm
Nightshade,
questioning life as we know it.
Nightshade, you know the answer, Nightshade. It's, are you hissing and did someone say run?
Are you hissing?
Oh,
Nightshade, are you hissing?
Memes.
If only we all had funny memes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Crimson, for that. And you are indeed the new stream boss. May forever he reign.
Yay.
Get rid of that cult of sorry. I want to see that shit.
That cult out of here.
Well,
We're
that
like
sounds like a
cults.
challenge.
But no, you guys look inside as you see what appears to be a large stone dragon. Quince, you've seen it before. But as you look in at this thing, it seems to be very smooth. Made of a very very smooth and gray rock, maybe even dark gray in some areas.
Like
Along the underbelly,
center.
Along the underbelly of the creature, there seems to be a lot of seemingly very smooth gem-like objects all the way through it. Each of those gems seem to be of some sort of different color. At the top of this dragon, there are a pair of gigantic stone wings, which do not look like they should be able to fly, but you don't want to test it.
No.
Yet.
Inlaid in those wings, there are more like large lacrima, smooth lacrima throughout it of different colors. And along the back of this creature, there are, again, like smooth lacrima, but there are also what appears to be some rather spiky, like crystalline structures sticking out from the spines of its back. As this thing is staring forward toward the two of you, this thing that just basically like obliterated that room, as soon as you guys looked at it, it seemed to look at you. However, you guys look at this thing, and as it looks forward toward the two of you, it seems to lay down in a resting position.
That's not what happened before.
I know. I could have guessed by the look of a laser flying out of the room. Well, I'm gonna.
I'm actually Quince is actually curious now.
Yeah. Quince. Do you want to go in that room?
I will tell you, Quince, you still feel that kind of danger from this thing. You feel, again, just like Priscilla last time with what she felt like. You look at this thing and you feel like, yes, this is obviously something, a dragon. This is obviously something that maybe I could take on, but you feel uneasy looking at it, and especially the lacrima around it. You feel very much danger coming from this thing.
He doesn't feel the urge to fight it at the moment. He's just really curious about it now, because that's, he was expecting like brrr, but no, instead it just kind of like, it didn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Also,
now he's just kind of like curious about that.
Setzer Iceheart donates $24. Aw, man, sorry, Blue. Here's inspiration of Wilhelm and Priscilla. I'm sorry. Sorry we give you so much money. Sorry. There is not more love. Sorry. We, the members of the cult of sorry, are apologetic. Someone destroy the cult. Like, I'm sorry.
But if you do, you'll only create more apologists.
I want it dead.
God damn, you know what that
What's
sounds
worse?
like?
Wait, what's worse? The cult of sorry, the cult of personality.
I want it gone.
The cult of sorry, the cult of Crimson, and the cult of whatever is fighting each other now.
I used to have
The
a
cult
cult.
of whatever.
I like
Wait,
the
I had
idea
a cult.
I like the idea of that 6 inspiration for me and Wilhelm though.
Yeah, I like that.
Nah, you guys don't get shit.
What?
Because
Give.
you have sided with the sorry cult. I'm not giving you shit. Now I'm playing here.
I didn't side with sorry. I was just like, I like the idea of that inspiration though.
You have my apologies that they have sided with.
Shomaru then drops dead from an unfortunate heart attack.
Shomaru then just disassociates and fades out of reality.
But no, thank you very much, Setzer. It was very much appreciated, my dude.
I got embraced.
But no, like I was saying, Quince doesn't feel the urge to fight this thing right now. He feels the urge, not the urge. He just feels inquisitive now.
Do you want to step in the room?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just gonna motion to everyone to just like wait
Slowly,
a minute.
though.
I feel really bad that this is just a giant stamina. I really do. But at the same time, like, I could not find anything that I liked as for like a dragon picture. If anybody out there can find something that somewhat fits the description that I said, feel free to put that in the fairy tale chat while we're doing game today.
I would like to think that like basically mechanical dragon.
It's you look at it. It is a large, very smooth stone like dragon.
So Dark Souls too.
Mm-hmm. As you look at this thing again, just every now and then you see like a gem, or from what your opinion as a member of this universe, a large lacrima seems to be embedded in it somewhere.
I can definitely relate to that.
I love that somebody just took a bedazzle gun to this thing.
So, this reminds so much lacrima. Man, it's like it's like I just walked out of a room full of that shit.
Upon stepping into this room, Quince, getting a better look at the dragon, you notice that there are large black chains, seemingly around the dragon's wings and its neck, its hind legs as well, holding it to the far wall.
Wilhelm's gonna motion over towards the group to come closer.
Priscilla, Landon, you guys want to go any closer?
I can. Gotta fucking clear my throat. Yeah, I can come up.
Priscilla?
Is Miss? Oh yeah, we're good.
I was about to ask, what about Miss Felicity? And I was like, oh wait, she was taken.
It fires a laser at Priscilla. I'm kidding.
I'll fall to that sick 90-degree turn.
Boop.
Fucking Omega beams.
Well, bye, Priscilla. It was nice knowing you.
Beyond the dragon, Quince, from what you can see, and from what you guys can see from the main room, since this thing is not like thrashing about or anything, there does appear to be a throne behind it.
Ooh.
I take another 3 steps in to see if it will do anything else.
You are not within any sort of melee range of this dragon. It just kind of is staring at you as you go forward.
This thing doesn't
also,
eat the
the stamina has very interesting physics.
Yeah,
the dragon is so immense that it warps gravity.
I'm sure there's like an actual like dragon object in here. I'm just gonna grab it. Give me a second.
Oh yeah, there is. There's like in the figures and stuff. There is a dragon, and I think it moves and everything.
Yeah, let's grab it.
It's animated.
Let's grab that shit.
Oh fuck! Bad time to pick someone up.
So I guess in his inquisitiveness. Okay.
I
everybody's-
quit.
What?
You are the center of its gravity now.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. There we go.
Samanos break reality. Oh shit!
I'll
not
grab
again.
I'll grab the wyvern. It looks like it's this one that's gonna be
Oh,
most involved. Look at
hey,
this
look, it does
thing.
move.
Look at
Ah,
it
sweet.
moving.
Die.
That's cool.
There we
Oh,
go.
jeez.
Yeah, you can make it play dead. It's like a pet.
And when you pick it up, it
Look at this
moves.
boy.
Neat.
Yeah.
Neat. Now we can put him back.
All right.
Like-
I wonder if I can make it not like animated because you guys
There,
keep
it's
fucking
dead.
killing it and I don't like it.
It's just death flops. Hey.
We get it flying.
It's asserting
It's
dominance.
T-posing.
Oh no!
Lord, no. Do something else.
It's going up.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Bleh. Bleh.
I did it.
They're like fucking children playing with new toys.
To be fair, this is a very fun toy.
It is.
It is pretty cool.
Okay, stop.
That's not even-
Because it's Beyblade.
Right now, like a record, baby.
Fuck. This is why we don't get stuff done.
Jesus.
How do we get anything done in our session?
Rarely, especially now.
This is the Dragon Golem +1.
Wilhelm will follow Quinn, follow behind just a couple steps.
You guys can come into the room whenever you guys wish.
All right, so
Wilhelm will turn to
I'll
the
go
group.
into the room.
he's just really curious now, so he's just gonna walk. He's just gonna walk.
Stop fucking tripping him.
No, I'm not.
He's just gonna go like right here.
I would like to
so-
ask you exactly how close are you willing to get to this dragon?
Pretty fucking
Quince, maybe not getting that close is a good idea. No?
like right here.
I would like to ask you, looking at this thing, are you within?
I have no.
Are you within any reach of this thing? Like looking at its neck, its arms, stuff like that. Are you within arm's reach, head reach?
I'm not within head reach. And its arms are chained, right?
Its back legs are chained.
Ooh.
Okay.
Its wings seem to be chained down, like on it, like its wings are covered in chains, so that like they can't spread.
So no. I am.
Joker, look.
It's close, but not close enough for it to actually hurt me.
Okay, then it does nothing. It just continues to keep an eye on you. Crimson. Actually, first off, Quince says, "Dad, is that you?" Toward the dragon. Dice to Quince. All right.
Yay.
Right after was Crimson with $60. I'd just like to say, fuck being sorry. I'll still prestige Chester. Cool. Thanks. These boys, man. These boys, they're getting strong. And then there's a Rod who gives another $2. Says, Blue, I use donations to the cult for tax write-offs. I'm sorry it makes you feel unhappy, but don't mess with my money. Here you go, Jake. All right, so that's one inspiration to Quince, one inspiration to Shomaru, and one prestige for Charlie. Thank you guys very much.
You guys are great.
And,
Yeah.
and Quince is gonna attempt to speak to the dragon now. See if it understands.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna say?
Can you understand me?
It does not respond. It is still staring at you. Since you were the closest one to it, it is keeping its eyes locked on you. I would like you, Quince, to please roll me for a survival.
All right. Hang on.
That
Thank you
one,
for
you
that.
implode.
Thank you for that dice. I'm gonna use 3.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna use 3.
That one survival check. For some reason, you think it's a good idea to throw yourself in the dragon's mouth.
It's very cozy in here. Come on, guys, let's go. What's my
Quince,
survival?
no.
Kevin
Right.
says, I didn't realize that the actual main cast were Charlie, Ethan, Chester, and Maki. You know, you
Nat
say
20.
That. Okay.
Do I get to keep the die?
No.
Okay.
You know how many times I've not 20 using inspiration and I fucking don't keep it?
You get closer and closer to the dragon in front of you, Quince. As you look to this thing, you feel something about you shifting. As you kind of like look down at yourself, you look to your hand, you feel slightly weaker as you're standing here. Because of that survival check, I will tell you, your magic seems to be weaker around this dragon. It seems like it may even be absorbing it passively.
Oh my god, it does exactly what I think it does.
So I will say for right now you have 5 MP.
The longer I stay there, the longer it will drain.
It doesn't seem to be taking it at any humongous rate, but you can kind of tell that this thing is it's technically seeming to be eating dragonic magic.
Now the question of the day is, I guess the question is, did that survival allow me to understand, like, if I go next to it, will it hurt or no?
What was that?
Sorry. Did the survival also tell me if I go near any closer to this thing will hurt me?
It did not say anything else of the sort.
Like, there's no alarm bells going off like, "Hey, don't get fucking close to this thing."
You have no idea what will happen if you get within range of
It's
this
okay.
thing.
There's no alarm.
It
bells
hasn't
because
fired
I'm
any
here.
lasers at you.
Yeah, that's a step up. It's just
There's no-
passively draining my magic.
There's no alarm bells when I'm present.
Nope. You and Wilhelm, you don't really feel anything being in the room. Priscilla, do you want to go into the room? I will say that Flint and Dimitri would have followed.
Dimitri would have followed? What the fuck?
He is very interested in this thing. He's like, there's a fucking artificial dragon in here or some shit.
All right, so Quince is gonna go.
Hold on one
closer
second,
to it
Nightshade.
now. What?
Priscilla, what'd you say?
Can I stand like in front of the doorway? Like right here.
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
Shomaru.
stand.
It's like an arrow.
Shomaru, you would have at this point made your way into the that room. Not even into it. You can't really get into it with your large size. But you have basically like reached back. You have put down the vampire goyle. And at this point, do you want to make your way back to the party, or do you want to stay there?
He would have like did one more once over of her, like nothing, no new injuries.
Her eyes
Again.
just seem to be wide, and just like she just seems to be mumbling.
What is she mumbling, or is it still?
It's sorry.
Okay. Yeah, Shomaru thinks she just needs some alone time.
Also, I can't.
She's
see
had a
her,
rough
so-
day.
Yeah, so there's I sent you one of the Neato dragon pics that some of the people posted.
Okay.
That one looks pretty okay.
That one does look pretty okay.
That one's from Drago Warrior.
That one actually does look really cool.
Actually, yeah, that one looks pretty.
fucking
It has like
that one
hair.
looks-
It has hair, but you know I could deal.
It looks pretty.
It's fine. It's just
Um,
like fur sewn onto it or something.
Dude, it's like
And
fucking
it's also got an extra-
fucking
it's also-
lacrima strings.
It's also got another pair of arms, and then he also sent this one.
Oh, that one's pretty cool too.
That one's pretty.
That's
sick.
like
That one looks like a
fucking
Yu-Gi-Oh
Yu-Gi-Oh
card.
Actually, you know what? That one, the little dots on it could probably pass as lacrima.
True. But for right now, do you want to make your way back? You want to make your way back to the boys?
Yeah.
You make
He
your way
hasn't heard
back
any
outside
more
of
dragon
the.
roars or screaming, so he doesn't think it's alarming. But
You have made your way back to the front of the door. People are looking inside. You are out there with Priscilla right now, I will say.
what's going on?
He doesn't fucking see Felicity, does he?
Quince is trying to.
Felicity's in here,
talk-
yep.
Left her. Yeah, she's not here.
Okay,
Wait,
good.
because she's on Shomaru.
Get off of
Yeah.
Shomaru, Felicity.
That's
What are you
why.
doing?
That's why.
Yeah, no, I went and put her
Why
down.
would you guys have to worry about that? It's almost like you guys might know something. Why would you guys have
Oh.
to worry about that, huh?
She's
Because
the only
it's a
thing.
dragon.
Yeah.
She's the only one here. She's the only one here, and this thing isn't angry anymore.
What are
Yeah.
you talking about, guys? It's almost like you guys fucking know something about this that somebody that may have gone over outside a game. Huh? That sounds like medding to me. I'm kidding.
Man,
Is
Blue.
it meta for
shut
her
up.
to look at a dragon and say, "I don't want to go in the same room as it"?
Shomaru's just
Yeah.
gonna poke his big
Haha!
head around the
We
corner.
win.
No, it's just, you know. There's no doors or anything to this room.
Yeah, he pokes his big head around the corner, like when a dog like looks into a room, like, "Hey, what's going on here?" And then he walks in.
All right, so Quince is more Quint. It's not attacking, so Quince doesn't feel a strong urge to run. He feels like, I fucking get it, dude.
I fucking get it,
I
man.
fucking get it, man. All that lacrima. He's gonna step closer.
Wins, that seems like a really bad idea.
How close are you?
Pretty fucking close. It could
Quince, roll reaction.
It could spit on me.
Oh no.
I need you to roll for your reaction, please.
Let's see what my reaction
There
is.
we go.
I think that's a 3, right?
The 3.
Is it a 3? Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna use.
It's not going to be a humongously high roll because you're being cautious, but roll me the reaction.
I'm gonna use 3 again though.
Okay.
Since I already. All right. So 10.
Ten.
Then again,
What happens if you get third 10?
you go to jail.
19.
That's pretty good.
All right. I already know I passed.
No, nat 20.
It
So you
wasn't
can.
a humongous roll. You just needed a
5.
35.
Well, no.
So-
The thing with it is, a 22 is good. I have to roll for it now,
Oh.
Great.
Oh.
so I'm
Right.
not sure if you have passed yet.
Hooray.
We shall see. And also, I will say, Twinkings, thank you very much for the $20 donation to the dragon. Okay, thank you. Let's use some of those.
God damn it.
So that's gonna be 10
My
inspiration
life.
to the dragon
10.
because he gave
Great.
$20. So I'm gonna use
Yeah.
3 inspiration on this attack.
I forgot how much. I forgot how much 20. To be fair, Lonzo, I'm not fighting it.
Ha. Uh-oh.
So
It's a 17.
technically, I will tell you this. Technically, you have just met its attack.
Joker,
Two
look,
more rolls.
we have.
Wait, no.
two more.
You had 22, right?
Yes.
Okay, never mind. You're still technically below its athletics.
15,
Oh, lordy.
All right.
14.
So
Someone's
How would he
donated
be
$50.
technically below?
this is a
Fucking
dragon.
again.
This is a dragon. I will say.
Yes.
I
It is.
misspoke earlier. I thought you had met it, which means meeting is beating, but I was wrong. This dragon, as you come close, it seems to reach out very quickly with its chained up wings / hands. As it reaches out with its claw to go for you, it does not scratch you. It does not attack you. It grabs you.
Oh, fuck.
It grabs.
It grabs. Roll athletics against being grappled.
All right.
I will say right now, it just did a 24 on you with its +7.
Fucking is there even?
You can. I believe you can do it. You have a 7 in athletics.
All right, that's right. Okay, so I have to use. I only have 1 co-inspiration left. I'm gonna use that one. Right. All right, here we go.
We're going all in for not dying
Speed
via
24.
dragon hugs.
Fucking 8.
That's the plot twist. This thing actually just wants to give you a hug.
Oh, you're a girl dragon. Yes.
I mean,
Sure.
Fucking.
So,
Yeah.
as this thing grabs you, Quince, it seems to latch down on you. The others, like, at this point, you guys see Quince has just been grabbed by this gigantic fucking dragon. As he is grabbed, it lifts him off the ground and kind of lets out a roar in its direction. Quince, you feel more of your magic being drained.
Is that another? Is that another?
That's another MP, yes.
Okay.
It doesn't seem to be harming you.
It's
It does
not
seem to be
harming-
eating your magic, but it does not seem to be harming you. By the way, before we move on with this encounter, D&D is best game. Donate $60. A dragon. Well, I got help here. If I got help here, if you go, a dragon. Well, I got help here. If you go, Lee, use it well. Lee isn't in this game.
Lee is not in this one. No.
That is a Quince. If you want to give him his things, or if you want to give the dragon a thing, that is true. But there is no Lee in this game. D&D is best game. Lee is the Pokemon game. With that being said, you have been gripped by a dragon. This thing seems to be kind of letting out growls and roars to you as it lifts you off the ground. You guys notice on its body, there appears to be a green lacrima shining along its chest.
D&D says a dragon.
Dragon, all right, it's now +2.
Oh, fuck.
Here's the thing. I already know what this thing gets with all of its pluses too, because I fucking knew someone was gonna try to do this shit.
Oh no. Okay, that's great. All right. Anyway. Okay. So
Also, you know what? That doesn't seem like a +2 dragon. Let's There we go.
It's okay, I'll fix this. This feels like a +2 dragon.
This. It's so dominating.
It's T-posing, run.
Oh, don't make
God.
it bigger.
Oh shit! It's transforming like a Power Rangers villain.
I mean, to be fair,
my
that's
monster growl!
to be fair, that's probably a lot more to scale.
Oh God.
However, let's make it lower just so it can fit.
I'm fucking bored.
Oh fucking
Yeah, you know
boy.
what that works.
But yes,
Yeah.
you have been grabbed. Quince has been grabbed, my dudes. Is there anything anybody wants to do? Quince, how are you enjoying this? Do you say or do anything as you're being gripped from all sides by this thing's claw, and it seems to be roaring towards you?
Is it squeezing me?
It is holding you firmly he is firmly grasping you.
But is he?
He's
My
not
question-
squeezing. He is not smushing. He is not squeezing.
He's not actively
He
trying to
is
kill me.
firmly grasping you.
That's gonna be difficult.
I
want to reason with the dragon.
I roar back to the song of its people.
Roar.
I'm going to assume that means you're using Dragon Roar without actually lasering it.
Yes.
Okay. You tried to roar back at the dragon. How can I bullshit this?
Maybe it's good that I'm not
roll
in
me
this
roll me
room.
performance.
Christ.
Quince, roll me performance as you roar back at this thing. Because there's no way that you're actually going to talk to this thing with that. But who knows, man?
Throwing my last dice.
Quince, you're not a dragon!
Shut up, I can try.
Hey, Deco, I have a question.
What's up, my dude?
Does a dragon count as an animal?
Shut the
7.
fuck up, Jay.
I'd like to know the answer to that question.
But does it though?
You will have to give me a second to figure
Oh
out.
God.
I will
Roar.
have to contemplate that.
So
As you
7
roar up toward this dragon, as it's roaring at you, the two of you are just in a roar fight, like rah 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 rah.
Yeah, that's 12.
Cool.
I'm all out of dice. I
Jake,
have
do you wanna-
I have smashpiration.
Okay,
That's
got
great. Do you
left.
want to fuck it?
all right, Jake.
Not at all.
Then
Jake. Roll me luck before anything.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was gonna be a luck roll.
This is the only way I can even somewhat give this to you. Roll me luck, get decent, and we'll talk about it.
13.
And he throw an inspiration.
He did.
13.
Okay.
You ain't gonna die.
I'm going to I'm going to say that dragons are intelligent enough to use common languages, and they don't really talk with their roars. So no, I'm gonna say that that learning quote unquote draconic is not an animal language.
Okay.
That's how I'm gonna go with this. I'm sorry.
That's fine. No, I just was like, That is
Because they're so intelligent, I'm going to assume that draconic is a language instead of just how they communicate.
Although, could I try at least because it's a roar, and you know that's a thing animals usually do from the inflection? Is it threatening, Or is it just roaring to assert dominance?
That's actually pretty good. Go ahead and give me give me a instinct. That's actually a really good instinct type of thing for you. You would definitely be able to get some sort of inflection from this if you got high.
12 with my instinct of 6, 18.
Okay, so this thing is not seemingly doing things. Oddly enough, it is not seemingly aggressing at him.
What the fuck?
Oddly enough, this does not seem to be aggressive. Quince is kind of being aggressive.
It wants to mate.
You guys just see Shomaru just tilting his head.
It is not being aggressive with this. You can kind of feel a hint of warning from it. Almost like a intimidation, but not like I'm going to kill you. More like I could kill you.
I could kill you. Back up, young son.
We gotta cut the stream. It's about to become adult.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna use my smash. So I'm gonna use my smashpiration now.
He's about to get impaled.
So can Wilhelm try to stop the roaring and I want to convince it to let Quince go?
How are you gonna do that?
Well, it's a dragon, so it has to know some language, right?
Who knows, man?
Right.
Is it a dragon?
It's a golem too, dude.
It's dragon enough. Stop
Look at
trying
this
to fuck
thing. I
around.
fucking love this model. It's like fucking breathing and shit.
It's really good. I wish more of them would be like that.
Nice.
We need to get full scale. We need full scale sculpting models of our characters. It has to know some kind. I don't think I
Hold
know
on,
Draconic.
I'm letting the audience deep throat the dragon. Give me a second.
Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna smash
So-
now.
Although
Use my
before the
smashpiration.
others do things, is it possible for me to just convey this to them very quickly?
You definitely can.
I
No,
don't think
fuck off. I'm
it's
gonna smash.
I don't think
It
it's
isn't trying to smash you.
No,
Yeah,
I'm gonna try to
it's-
fuck it.
It isn't
That's
wanting to
what
fuck you
smashpiration-
either.
That's what smashpiration is for. It's for fucking.
Yeah.
Well, it's
What
more
do
for
you want?
it's more for charisma rolls, but yeah, it's not. Again, I did not tell Jake that this thing is trying to sex you. I said it's trying to warn you.
Yeah, I know.
So, Shomaru, what does
Oh,
Shomaru
shit,
have to
yeah.
say about this?
It's not trying to fight. It's trying to warn him.
Maybe
Okay.
you should listen to it.
He
What?
doesn't like him in his space.
Wilhelm's gonna step forward and yell to Quince, Quince, stop roaring, you stupid bastard!
You know,
Quince
he hasn't
roars
been
ho- Quince
roaring-
roars
he
harder.
hasn't. Yeah. I'm trying to use my career charismatic roar.
You don't have that! You're an idiot! You're a
My
fucking
charismatic
greedy boy.
roar.
Dragon roar.
You're a fucking wild
You know
man!
what? We need a new
No,
dragon
no,
slayer,
I
the charisma
understand.
dragon.
I understand Quince's thought process. Like, no, guys, I'm trying to communicate with. It's like you're fucking roaring at it.
You're roaring at it, you dingus!
To be fair, he has no idea how this works. He
True.
never
Yeah,
raised
it's
by a
fair.
dragon.
100% true. But
Yeah,
no.
we don't know, but it's not putting you down, so...
So what do you want to do, Quince? Do you stop roaring at it?
Yeah, I stopped roaring.
Okay. Well, what do you do?
Wilhelm's gonna get closer to it. I want to get its eyes on me.
You get
How
closer
close do
to
I
it.
have to
How
get?
close are you getting?
Not within grabbing range.
Okay. You can kind of see its range. You feel like whenever Quince was in front of it, especially seeing it sit up the way it is now, you feel like there was a good like extra 10 to 15 feet it could have reached out to get Quince before it actually did reach Quince. Like just seeing how it moved just now, you feel like whenever Quince got close to it, Quince wasn't just in its range. He was like about around 15 feet into its range.
Yeah, I'm not stepping into that. God, how do I address a dragon? Great stone dragon.
We offer you the sacrifice.
Listen, please put our friend down. He means you no harm. He's just stupid.
Fuck you!
Roll luck.
Roll luck.
As
soon as he says
I'm just stupid, I'm gonna laugh.
He thinks he's a dragon, but he's the
Can I-
exact opposite.
Can I put inspiration to this?
Sure.
Cool. Lag. 13. 7. 18.
Repeat what you said.
Great Stone Dragon, please put our friend down. He means you no harm. He's just a little stupid.
Fuck you!
The dragon
welcome-
looks to you for a second, as if assessing you for the first time. As it does, it seems to let Quince down.
Thank you so much. Quince, get the fuck over here.
Quince, as it lets you down, you no longer feel that tug at your magic from it. It is still seemingly passively doing it, but it's not going to be doing it actively anymore. So you'll get back your MP in a minute.
Okay. He bows to the dragon and he goes.
We all mean you no harm. We're just exploring. We'll do our best not to interfere with you.
While Wilhelm is talking, is the room all dark? I just want to make sure. I just want to see if it's dark.
The room is pretty well lit.
Okay.
As far as like you looking around it, the dragon does not seem to be paying attention to Wilhelm's words at the moment.
All right.
It seems
I
to be
just wanna know
looking
if
at
there's
Wilhelm
anything
because
else.
Wilhelm is the closest one to it. But as Wilhelm, you were talking to it, the Dimitri seems to step forward. It's behaving like a construct. You gave it an order and it followed for some reason.
Huh?
Really? Huh. Look at me trying to talk to it like it's a living creature then.
Wait, then what does that mean?
It's like the ice wraiths.
Like I said
think.
before, this thing isn't living. This is something's creation.
So it only follows orders. Like if you tell it to leave.
I
will
think
leave
it only
or-
follows orders sometimes. I don't know if it was actually supposed to listen to me, Quince.
Constructs
I'm
usually
just
only
lucky.
follow orders from the one that created it, or if you have a certain type of hold over some kind of creature like that. However, once those people who created it have been dealt with or are no longer of this world, it seems to sometimes follow other orders or it goes berserk. I'm not sure what this thing is. I'm not sure why it's here. But I can very solidly say that the one who created it is no longer of this world.
Does that mean because I ordered it, it listens to me now?
No.
Damn
No.
it.
I knew for a fact you were gonna ask that.
Not
I
a
knew-
fucking chance.
I wish I
It's
would.
all-
Basically,
it's-
from what he seems to think, it will follow orders when it feels like following orders.
Cool.
When it
Kind of like my vizier when it wants to
It's
when
like-
I ask it something.
This thing is
Great.
definitely some form of artificial life. There's some sort of intelligence in it, but it is not. But it seems to still follow commands sometimes.
Just like my vizier. Great.
Big rip, dude.
Yeah, right?
Now I'm
That
gonna
was
have to.
sweet.
Quince is gonna definitely want to study this thing.
Right, so, everyone, I think we found our do not cross zone. He motions to the ground. So,
You like
there's
go
that.
down. You like go down. You start like scratching at the stone. Like.
We'll come back here with like some chalk later, I guess.
approaches, help scratching with giant claws.
Don't scratch the floors. You just paint on them or something. It'll be fine. But yeah. What is
The
this?
dragon seems to return to a more neutral position. As it does, it seems to like again tuck in its arms, tuck in its neck a little bit, to show that extra 15 feet around it that it didn't attack Quince in. It only seemed to attack Quince when it came up to it, whenever it was in its resting position. Looking around the room around it, the throne itself seems to be within its bubble. Off to the sides of it, there do appear to be some interesting things. There are pillars in this room. At the back of each pillar, you see there is something shining near the back of them. And approaching one of the front pillars, you can see that there are jewels encrusted in the pillars themselves.
And those are all within the dragon's bubble?
No, none of the pillars are within the dragon's bubble.
Can I examine the
But
pillar?
again, looking at the pillars, again, there appear to be jewels encrusted in them. These are definitely jewels and not lacrima. You sense no magic coming from them.
Is there anything else about the pillars I should I can?
They appear to be very fucking strong. Looking at them, they have chips and they have like some damage on them, but you could tell that it is very much of some sort of strong stone, potentially even similar to the stone that makes up the dragon itself.
I'm
The last
tempted
thing
to-
that you guys see in the room before anything else, the last thing you guys see in the room, there appears to be a doorway beyond the dragon, just out of the dragon's bubble. This doorway seems to lead off into a room that seems to give off a bit of a shine from it.
Shomaru curious. Shomaru start walk around.
Wilhelm sees shiny. Wilhelm also walk around.
Attention deficit
I'm-
disorder.
I'm tempted to try to pry one of these jewels off of the pillar and have it taken to one of our guildmates. Have it
You
examined.
reach up toward the jewels. As you do, you try to grab one out. You try to see like if you can pry one out. They seem to come out rather easily.
Yo.
It seems like each of the
It's
pillars
not
have
magic,
around.
you dude.
It seems like each of the pillars have around 7 gems in it,
Uh-huh.
and the dragon does not seem to care if you take it.
Okay.
Dude, free money fillers.
Yeah, for real, right?
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll hold on to this for a bit.
The one you have, let's say, is like of a bit of a golden hue.
Okay. Does it have the
Imagine
potential
them
hold
to
magic?
be rupees.
Does it have the potential to hold magic?
It seems to be just a gem. Most
Okay.
gems can, probably, but this seems more like it was made to be something ornate or monetary.
Okay, I just wanted to check.
Cha-ching.
So the two of you are making your way over there. Priscilla, Landon, what do you guys want to do?
I mean, fuck if it's free money. I'm pretty much broke right now.
Do you want to go to the pillars, or do you want to go to the shiny room?
They're doing the pillars right now, right?
Quince is at one of the pillars, like looking at the gems, and seems to have pried one out with minimal difficulty. The other two are seeming to walk past the dragon's bubble into a shiny room off to the side.
Yeah, I'll do a shiny room. Fuck it.
Let me know what's in there.
If there's screams of-
Oh, Landon, I trust Landon.
If
Okay.
there's bloody screams of pain, we've found something.
I'll say Dimitri seems to be looking around at the throne behind the dragon and like around the pane glass, noticing, of course, the lovely art of Oswald and Mickey Mouse. But you know, other than that,
Listen. Video games are hard, all right?
and Flint seems to be just kind of like checking out the pillars as well, like, oh shit, there's money on these.
Oh, he's a pirate. Of course he is. I trust him.
Yar
and
har, fiddle my dee. Anyway,
I will not do that. I will make that into a song.
Mm,
Tell me more lyrics. Let's write it down.
tasty. Anyway,
Gem Slayer.
the four of you
Gem.
make your way into the side room beyond the shining door. Upon stepping through, you guys notice a treasure hoard.
Shomaru actually looks a little disappointed. Oh, it's only more
It's
stuff.
only more money.
Well,
It's
the
only
scream-
that money stuff.
You just hear Willem scream out, "Ah! Look at all this treasure!"
You guys see what appears to be in the room. What
do you know how much kush I could buy?
You guys see what appears to be about 8 chests. That seem to be very much like jewel encrusted chests. And off to the 2 back corners of the room, there appears to be 2 decently large piles of very cheap looking but still like worth something jewel.
Ooh. Everyone get.
It's kind of like if somebody like said like decided one day like I want to pile up a bunch of dimes.
Whatever.
And
Fuck
they
it.
made like 2 dime piles that were like the size of like a doorway or something.
Whatever. It's money. There's so much goddamn treasure in here.
Mostly money, though.
Yes, and chests. 1, 2, 2, 4, 8 chests. We each get 2 chests. Wait, no, to be truthful, I guess we each get 1.5. Whatever, I'll figure the math later.
Jesus.
I'm just walking in the room.
Wilhelm, you make your way into the room. As you go into the room, Wilhelm, roll me survival.
Good thing his survival is bad.
Me Wilhelm, me dead.
That's not true.
I
at
was
all.
wondering who was gonna go into the room first.
Wilhelm touched the gold. He gets turned into a skeleton.
That was a
That's
13.
pretty
What
good.
happened when you
That's
touched-
pretty okay. That's a 15.
Why did you touch
15.
the cursed Mayan gold?
No, it's good.
The kingdom of the crystal skull.
Ooh.
Okay.
17.
The 15 would not have done anything, by the way.
Ooh.
That one
Yay.
does. As you step into the
Yay.
room, you notice too late as you look to the side what appears to be a large spear-like object in some sort of a mechanism, as if it's ready to strike out at whoever walks through the door. Your eyes go wide for a second as you feel something wrap around your ankle as you trip the tripwire on the bottom. You immediately go into a defensive position. It's really old though, and it doesn't trigger.
Huh?
You are almost impaled.
Man, what shoddy craftsmanship.
Wilhelm just kind of just like uncurls from his defensive position. Ah.
You look at this spear that is connected to this mechanism though. As you look at it, you notice that the tip of the spear seems to have a very much like magical feeling to it. Almost as if it was fucking ready to kill anybody in here who had fucking armor or any sort of magic protection. You notice that the spearhead of this thing is very much a magical item, but the actual shaft of the spear and the mechanism itself seem far too old. They are showing wear and tear. The spearhead is not.
Wilhelm will grab the base of the spearhead and just hug it.
As you tug it, the entire mechanism breaks and falls to the ground.
Wilhelm just holds it up. I think I'm alright. Thank goodness for wear and tear. And poor maintenance.
If you had walked into here when this room was at its prime, you probably would have a fucking spear through one arm, through your chest, and then through the other arm.
Wilhelm turns him with this spearhead. So I would have died. If we were just like maybe a couple, like it looks like broken mechanism.
Again?
Yes, but for real, this would have gone right through me like I was paper. Look, it's magic. See?
You want me to go first?
I think we're fine. Wilhelm just scans the ground actually after he says that.
roll me for your instinct. Actually, no, this would be awareness.
It's still not good. 12, 15.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary.
I don't know. We need to be careful.
Well, we'll be fine. Shomer will start going first now.
Sure,
Yeah,
I'll move ahead of him. We'll
I'm a
take care of
giant
this.
demonic dog. If I get stabbed by that, I'll probably be fine. I don't
Well,
even know
Landon.
how anatomy works for me. I don't know how long without being.
Landon, you have this item that you know is magical in some way. Do you want to like just put it in your bag?
Wilhelm and
Oh no, not Wilhelm. My bad.
yeah, Wilhelm actually thinks, I could use a melee weapon after my magic runs out.
Do you want to try to put it in your bag?
Yes.
As soon as you put the spearhead in your bag, it seems the tip of the spear just barely grazes the side of your bag and seems to instantly pierce it.
Wilhelm takes it back very gingerly out of the bag. Very gingerly, very gingerly out of the bag. I think I should hold this for a little while.
That's probably a good
So
idea.
wait, what do red hats have to do with this?
This is gonna be a really good weapon.
You're never
But
going to be able to find a scabbard or anything for it.
It's a spear.
It's a failed
Spearhead
creation.
Listen,
This
it's either
thing, I will tell you guys right now, if this thing would have been triggered and it actually worked, I gave it a ridiculous amount of dice to roll for damage.
How many dice does this thing have now that I hold it?
Well, the thing, whenever you have it, it's not going to have nearly as much. Most of this came from the mechanism itself and the amount of force that was being put into it, but it was going to do 12d10.
That's a large number.
That's like that's like eight
that's pretty
times my
reasonable.
health. I wonder if I could use that on the dragon.
So, Anthony, what have you learned about the squishiest man leading the charge?
No.
Yeah, get out of the way, fucking tiny.
Says the guy with absolutely no magic walking in. The
I
fucking...
don't give a dead horse's last shit.
I'm the only one that is not comfortable being in the same room as a dragon.
Yeah, let's.
So let's just check this out real quick. Actually, let's see here.
Let's let Shomaru and Landon go first.
I wanna check something out real quick.
You think I'd learn by now?
I think it's this one. I'm gonna copy this. So let's just test something out real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we roll all of these at once.
Oh no.
So this
looks
this
beautiful.
is what would have happened.
67.
That would have been 67 damage. That's you know,
That's pretty reasonable.
It's reasonable.
That's
I'm gonna roll that
actually
again.
that's more than my entire health. I only have 60.
It would be half of my big health, but it would kill Tiny Me.
That one is 65. Yeah, it's averaging around 60, which makes sense.
The more,
I would.
That's how dice pulls usually go. The more dice you put in, the more you'll average out rather than get extremes.
Yeah.
You know, it would have still one-shot Wilhelm, but you know.
I guess I have a new short spear when I take this back up to the surface. Cool.
Yeah, it's around the 60s.
Yeah, that's just dice pull.
Man, I have to,
Reasonable.
like now that I'm seeing like the average, man, I should make my future traps worse.
I'm glad I could help you realize these new things.
51.
Yeah, dude.
That would this
Yeah,
thing
man,
is-
like
this,
holy shit.
this is death.
I thought that was a lot worse than it was. I thought
Wow.
this thing might potentially like fucking take down Shomaru.
It would
can't
it
even-
would
it
need
can't
to get
fucking
literally
scratch
all
me.
tens to kill Big Shomaru.
It can't even scratch me.
It does like 60 damage.
That one was actually 60, just flat enough to kill Anthony and me as Tiny.
And Priscilla.
I'm sorry, I just imagine like Shomaru walked in, set off the trap, it goes off, it goes right over him because he's small dog.
That would've been great. Why would who leaves a spear cut your ankles off?
Who aims for your ankles when they have a spear trap?
Yeah, unless it's a floor trap.
Oh, that was the weakest one, 49.
Oh, I don't like this room. Let's get
You
our
would have
treasure. and
survived that,
leave.
man.
I would have. Let's get our treasure and leave. Oh, what the fuck?
All right, let's go ahead and change all the other amazing traps I have in this room to do. Let's go with 16 d10s now. Okay, keep going.
The worst part is you're probably being truthful with us.
But no, you guys see the 8 chests in the room. You guys see the 2 large piles of jewel. As you guys come in, a cursory glance over at the jewel, again noting that they're kind of like dimes to you guys from what you can tell. They're small enough. They don't really seem to be very, very clear. These are probably, you know, fetch you guys just kind of a cursory glance. Maybe it's like around 8,000 to 10,000 jewel.
Ooh.
Well, that's okay.
Which
Not
is
bad.
again like it's not bad, definitely not. But you know, it looks a lot more impressive than it is.
So money is good, period.
Oh, definitely.
So
Have you considered killing somebody by throwing enough $5 bills at them that they die?
yes, I have played Dwarf Fortress. Why do you ask?
Shomaru has an interest in the boxes because money means little to him.
Okay. Quince, do you want to make your way in after hearing all the commotion that happened with Wilhelm?
Yeah, before I do, I want to take 2 more jewels from the pillars, and then yes.
You take 2 more jewels. We'll say that they're a kind of emeraldish color and a kind of like indigo-ish color. You have 3 gems.
Cool.
As you make your way over there, you see what the same thing everybody else saw. You see 8 large chests inside of here, and you see 2 large piles of jewel.
Is it safe to come in?
I don't know.
Why are you rolling?
He steps in, and another trap comes from the opposite angle.
A spear just comes in from behind.
What you guys want to do?
I will.
Shomaru's made his way over toward one of the chests. Shomaru, you are far too big to safely open these chests. Do you want to go back down to small size?
Yes.
I will also go to.
All
one
right,
of the
let's
chests.
go. Let's go fun size Shomaru. There we go.
I will also go down
There.
to small size.
Now the traps can kill me in one shot.
All right. Who wants to try to do anything with a chest, or who wants to go to the piles of jewel? What's going on here, my dudes?
I want to see
you
what's in
wanna-
the chest.
Let's open some chests.
Yeah, let's
I'll
open some chests.
I'll follow Shomaru, very carefully watching my step,
Okay.
Yeah.
making sure that nothing looks off before I step. Or make sure, yeah.
There are 8 chests in the room. If I were to put you guys, let's say like things are like down here, like 4 and like 4 on the other side. If I were to put you guys in this position here, would you guys want to move at all? Here, let's make things easier. There'll be a chest here. Chest here.
Why are they all the trap dice?
Chest here. Chest here. And then same on the other side. Go to whichever chest you guys want to check out while I consult my my document.
I want this box.
All right.
Yeah, let's go with this box.
Do you not want to get your own box, Squeaky?
Oh, don't worry. You guys can both have your own boxes, but you might need Squeaky to help you open the box
That's very fair.
because you don't have
Let's
fucking
see.
thumbs.
This one. I want this one.
Yes, so.
Curse
see
you.
here.
And
And Landon, you find having the one on the top left.
I am going to roll a d8 and see what happens.
Okay.
That's 6. 6 has not been taken yet, so I will take 6.
Okay. Ryan Miyashiro gave a YouTube subscription. Thanks a lot, my dude.
Hey.
You won't see this for like another week, but thank you.
I made it 1. I made it like left is 1 to 4, right is 5 to 6, and it's from top to bottom.
Wait, let me
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When I rolled 6, I got 6.
hold on.
I went there.
Wilhelm, you're over here. Wilhelm, are you sure you don't want to go to this one?
Oh, fuck off. Actually, go eat dicks. Fuck you.
Why is that one black?
I was just playing around with it.
That's racist.
Yes. It's because of my
Anyway.
my coloring class, isn't it?
There we go. All right. So, if you guys are going to each of these different chests, let's go with the one on the left first. Wilhelm,
Yay.
you make your way over toward the chest. I would like you to please roll me for your survival. No.
I knew this day would come.
You go to open the chest. As you do, you find the chest being locked. It's almost as if they're not just yours for the taking. How would you like to go about opening this chest?
If I could freeze the lock, could I break it?
You could try to break the lock with your magic. Yes.
Let me think for a second.
Assert dominance. T-pose at the box.
I will say another box that is locked will be Landon's box.
Huh.
If you would like to also think about how you would like to open it, Landon. The other two are not going to be locked.
If I had my power back, I'd just Zeal snap it, but I can't do that yet.
They're not locked. They are full of frag grenades and explode.
I'd say I could just break the lock with my immensely ridiculous, stupid strength, but
You could try that.
I want to try and how do I go about this? How do I?
I want to try and
I want to use the water bind and snake the water into the lock, and I want to freeze it and try and force it to break.
Wilhelm, roll me for knowledge.
Yay! I have a lot of that.
You're a knowledgeable mate.
Thanks. You.
Thanks.
I haven't gotten that on knowledge roll in a while. 3 knowledge, 7.
I mean, that's still a 7 actually. Like I was expecting that to not be. I will say you might not have thought about all your options. Is all I'm saying. But if you want to try it with the water bind and then freezing it, that's perfectly fine as well.
What else could I fucking try?
Landon, how do you want to open yours?
I'm just
Or
gonna.
do you want to
force it
just go
open.
find? Okay, I was gonna say, or you could just go find another one if you wanted to.
Actually, here's a question before I do that.
Mhm.
I know that my MP is technically just for my sword, but because I have MP, does that mean prowess technically activates?
No.
Okay. I was curious about that.
Yeah, it's basically you cannot use any magic inside of you right now.
I figured. Yeah, I'll still try to force it open.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me for your athletics, my dude.
Okay. I don't need 2 inspiration. I have nothing to gain from having 2 inspiration, so we'll just put these into the pot. Let's roll the goat.
Nominamize says T-pose at the chest to assert dominance.
So 2. T-pose the chest to insert. 6. And 13 plus 7 is 20.
That is definitely enough. As you make your way over toward the chest, you notice that it's locked. You try your best to find a way to, like, maybe it's you know, like some kind of trigger, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. And you're like, well, fuck it. And you just lift up. As you do, again, these things are old. As you lift up the locking mechanism, the bar that is holding the lock in place seems to snap with a very audible click, allowing you to open it up. We'll get to you in just a second as we get to Quince and Priscilla's. Have you thought anything, Wilhelm? You want to move to a different box?
How did you open it? I just opened it, that's all.
What? It wasn't locked?
How old is this box? Is it like old?
Just to help you out, Wilhelm, you just got an item that pierces things.
I'm doing that. Right. I forgot I had the pierce all spearhead. 'Cause it's like that hasn't registered it to my brain as an actual
Just so
item
we don't spend forever in the room.
Thank you. I want to use the fucking spear.
Roll me athletics, and I'll lower the DC by 5.
Holy shit! Is it that good?
This thing's pretty fucking good.
That's really good. I have confidence. 15,
Yeah,
19.
you got it.
Yay!
You got it.
Right. I have to actively remember I have an open anything knife.
It's not an open anything knife, but for things
Right
that
now-
have locks on them, like this thing, it's a piece of boy.
I got my skeleton key here. It's fine.
This thing requires a bit of work for you to use, especially because you don't have a shaft or anything with it to actually like get any leverage or anything like that, and you don't want to cut yourself on it. But as you like kind of bash it a little bit against the lock on it, it seems to pierce and snap the metal bar. As this happens, we'll get to your two last because you guys have slightly better chests than the other two. You guys can always go to the other chest. It doesn't really matter what's happening at that for that second. But Quince, go ahead and as you open your chest, roll me a d12, my dude. There's gonna be a series of rolls because we're using my tables again. Ah, my tables!
You're just so happy about them.
I love my tables.
Tables
man.
are delightful. Anybody who does not have a proper appreciation for tables shall be taken to the pit.
4.
Right. That's gonna be a d8 afterwards.
All right. There's a 4 again.
And at that point, a d6.
Watch it be a 4 again.
That'd be actually interesting if it did.
1. No.
Okay.
Wouldn't be that.
Do. That's actually kind of interesting for you. Okay. So, as you open up the chest, you find that the chest inside is full of what appeared to at once have been some very nice clothing. You go through. Unfortunately, they seem to have been weathered and eroded in time. But near the bottom of this, you find something that is actually still very solid. As you pick it out, you find a bit of a not like a staff, but like little. It's think a club, but it looks like a wand. You find a very small, like a short staff. It's about the size of your arm. As you bring it out, it seems to be perfectly fine. It is made of some type of wood. And it seems very natural. It seems very much a magic item, but it was made from something natural or like even grown.
Nom.
You want to? Yeah, I mean, you could just instantly eat it if you want.
I don't think I'm gonna eat it right.
Okay. It is made of wood. It seems like it's some sort of a staff or a club of some sort. But yeah, it's pretty neato.
Oh, so it's like a skirmish stick.
Kind of. It's think of it like a short bat.
Skirmish
well.
stick. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
Whatever you want to call it.
well, yeah, no. That's what because that's what they're called. I've actually I've used those.
Go ahead.
So I know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what they're called, so I will defer to you. It has a certain name that I can't say what it is, but you know. With that being said, Priscilla, you help Shomaru open the box in front of him. Shomaru, you look inside. Go ahead and give me a D12, my dude.
Awoo, D12 over here. 8.
Roll me a D10.
1. 6.
Oh, that's not. You have me look at 1.
1. No. The dice is named 1. I just rolled bark and then I rolled 1.
8 and 6. Roll me a D8, actually.
So many charts. 5.
I made so many items because I just didn't want to stop. All right, I just didn't want to stop. We've technically already had this one before, so roll me one more time on the D8.
Oh, D8. Oh, yeah. 8.
How the fuck is that in a chest?
That's a good question. What is it?
That's fine. I'm Shomaru. You look inside of the chest, and you as you look inside, there's a slight chill coming from the chest. Looking into it, like you and Priscilla kind of look down into it, and there appears to be like a bit of a chilled air coming out. As you look inside, there is a cake.
What?
Cake!
There is
just reels back.
there is a cake in the chest.
Did you open a fucking icebox?
Cake!
As you look at this cake, it seems to have a slightly bluish like icing along it. There's no candles or anything of the sort. But the icing itself seems to be like kind of like in mounds, almost like it's showing like waves. And it seems to be, from what you can smell, Shomaru, it seems to be a vanilla cake.
Yay.
Why is there a cake in a box?
It's a cake in a box.
It's my box though. Go find your own. Shomaru moves to bite the cake.
I only helped you open it or anything. No big deal. I'll get my own box.
Shomaru just looks down very sad. You can have a bite too.
You just walk towards this box.
Shomaru, this box seems the cake itself seems to have 6 pieces. They seem to be pre-cut. You can try to eat one of the pieces if you want.
Shomaru wants to immediately devour a piece.
You kind of dive your head in. Luckily, the pieces are slightly separated, so we won't say your dog fur gets in any of the other cake pieces. Upon digging into your first piece of cake, why don't you roll me for a survival?
How much cake can Shomaru eat?
Shomaru is now mega dead.
It's
13.
hot chocolate.
5.
Shomaru, increase your knowledge by 1.
Holy
Huh.
Me one.
Shomaru reels back for a moment. His brain distends. He understands everything, and then most of it falls out of his head.
Shomaru,
I know the
Shomaru,
world.
you feel a bit more knowledgeable after eating that piece of cake.
Nunda. I know how to chew bones now.
It'll take you a minute to finish that piece of cake and kind of understand the effects of it. So we're going to go to, honestly, Priscilla, because she went to another non-locked chest.
Yay.
I just broke mine the fuck open. What do you mean it was locked?
I got brain cake.
Ooh, knowledge brain food.
Brain cake.
It's literally baked brains.
I love how money eat 'em.
So Priscilla,
Mm-hmm.
as you go to your chest, you open it straight out. As you do, roll me a d12.
D12. That's not my D12.
If you just right-click them, you can see on the
Yeah.
rotation value how many the maximum number it is. So the one you
I-
have right
I-
now, Gumballs, is a
I have-
d12.
Yeah, I have the sub thing that says Gumballs is D12. Can I put an inspiration in it?
I mean, there's no need.
Okay, then
Just
I won't.
like higher numbers don't exactly mean better items.
Okay, I'll just roll it then.
I feel like I'd make you guys wasted if I did that.
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's a d20. Roll me a d20.
Okay, can I put inspiration in that?
Again, higher numbers don't necessarily mean better
Okay.
stuff.
Okay. 1. 19.
Finally, a d4. It's usually 3 rolls. Sometimes it's 4 rolls, but this one's gonna be 3
Okay.
rolls.
Alrighty. Can I put inspiration in this one?
Fucking squeaky, just fucking roll.
Okay.
They're charts.
3.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Not entirely sure if you want this. You could potentially sell this or find somebody else who might want this. But as you look into the chest itself, Squeaky, you find that it seems to be full of worn parchments.
Joker, look.
They all seem to be rolled up around like a kind of like, you know, like rolling pin like design. You know what I mean? And as you look at them, most of them seem to have turned to dust with age. However, there is one in particular that seems to be perfectly fine. As you go to pick it up, it seems magical in some way. You undo it. You kind of unscroll it a bit to find what appears to be a map of Fiori.
Oh.
It tells you towns and whatnot and stuff like that on the actual thing. Oddly enough, though, Priscilla, as you look at this, it seems to have a cluster of names above where Hosenka town is that you recognize.
What are the names?
You see what appears to be names such as Landon, Quince. You see Shomaru. You see Rex. You see You see the names of people you recognize. You look down at Hosenka. You see the names Charlie and Chester and things of that nature.
Oh,
Fucking Hogwarts.
I got a Marauders map.
As you looked at this,
far into Harry Potter.
as you looked at this thing, you look over around the entirety of the map. At the top right of the map, it seems to have a kind of instruction to it. It seems to be able to be used once a day. It does not, and again, you say Marauders map, but it is not seemingly tracking anyone's like current movements.
Yeah.
But once a day, you can open this map and find out where people that you want to know the locations of are. But you have to consider them. It seems like you have to consider them a friend.
I like this.
Do you consider your dad a friend?
I love my mommy and daddy. Are they on the map? And is
Roll me
Danny
for
on the
awareness.
And is Danny on the map?
Roll me for awareness for your mom and dad. This is what we're gonna do this right now. We'll look at Danny later.
I'm gonna put in inspiration.
Jesus Christ.
17.
All right.
God damn it! Every fucking time. 3.
You look at the map,
Here, take this with you.
and as you do, you kind of trail your path that you took through the mountains over toward Hosenka, and like you kind of trail everything with your finger until you like kind of find your town. Upon looking at your town, you go up to the where your manor would be up around to the north of town, and you see your mom's name.
That shouldn't be right if Danny was telling the truth. Where is Danny?
So Landon, Wilhelm.
Hi.
It's been like a minute, right?
They open. We're all open at the same time.
Okay.
So yeah, they need to open theirs before you eat another piece of cake or like try to tell
No,
other
he was
people about
gonna. No, Shomer was gonna announce brain cake.
So Landon, since you opened yours really fast, go ahead and give me a D10, please.
All right, let me go find the D10.
These are
Let's see
lock
here.
chests, so they have slightly different odds.
The D10 is I'm the fucking best, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. 7.
1, 2, 3, 1.
Lucky number 7.
Give me a D4
I'm gonna roll Steven. It's a 2.
and a D12.
Is that as long as I have the blue orb, Kyogre will do my bidding?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, what? You actually hold on, wait a second. Hold the fuck on, where's that? It's an all caps too. Why?
And it's another 7.
Oddly enough, while you again, this is kind of funny. Oddly enough, as you open up the chest, you find yourself looking into a basin of water.
A basin of water as
The chest itself seems to be halfway full of some sort of water. You can tell that the water is magical in some way.
Huh.
The water seems to be clear. You can see this chest is kind of gem encrusted. You can kind of see the gems near the bottom of the chest. You can definitely see that this is clear water. But yeah, you find a chest full of like halfway full of very very intensely clear, slightly magical water.
Huh. I'm just gonna close that box, pick it up, and take it out of here.
You just take it. You just take the fuck.
This
I
is
need to
my
know what
water
the fuck
box.
It does.
This is my water.
Anybody want to drink fucking rage water while we eat brain cake?
I do. Put it in my mouth.
You
I'm
fucking
too
drank
small to
it all
reach it.
beer.
I will say there is one other thing in the box. There does appear to be a ladle of sort at the bottom of the box.
Huh.
You're supposed to drink out of it. What?
Fuck. Do I or don't I? Yeah, I ain't no bitch.
You want to try?
I'll try a bit of this magic 1,000-year-old gonna kill me, but fuck it water.
Roll survival.
It's so clear.
That's 8 plus 5 is 13.
All right. Do. Copy. As you drink from the ladle, you notice that the water significantly lowers, even though you only drank a little bit.
What the fuck?
As the water significantly lowers, you gain 4 inspiration.
Okay.
That's the best chest water I've ever seen.
Huh.
You feel rather good as you drink this water. You can kind of tell after drinking the water and seeing how much it went down. This appears to have around 7 more uses.
Oh wow.
Oh my god.
Wow. Can I technically give myself a fake card doing this? Or a blank card? What the fuck? I found a liquid blank card.
Only if you drink multiple times.
You can do
I ain't
whatever you want with
thirsty.
this knowledge.
I ain't thirsty right now. I'm fine.
Okay.
You have to contemplate the meaning of the universe.
You know that this has 7 more uses.
Yeah, I am gonna
Crimson's
pick
like,
this up
guess
and
we're
take it
not
with
needed
me."
anymore. Here's the thing, Crimson. I had to make something in game that was going to be able to give them inspiration, because I don't want to rely on people being generous as fuck. So like whenever I made this, I did not know that we were gonna get like fucking hundreds of dollars every day, every session. So you know. With that being said, finally, the final of the boxes that need to be opened right now. There are still 3 boxes after this. Wilhelm,
Yeah, let's do this.
as you go to open your box, roll me a d10.
This is not the right one. This is the right one. 3, 2,
1, 2, d6, please.
8, 3,
1, 2, 3, and another d6, please.
D6, 1.
You find another. I'm kidding.
I will actually kill myself. I'll drown myself in the inspiration water.
You just like put your head in the inspiration water. You're like, why won't I die?
It's like, Willem,
I
you
just
okay,
keep
bro?
feeling better.
Oh, you okay, bro?
Drown in someone else's inspiration water.
Fine.
By the way, someone did do the math, and yes, you can get actually 28 inspiration from that water.
So I'm 2
Wow.
away from a blank card.
After the 4 you just got from your first drink.
Oh wait, that means I'm 2 over a blank card.
What?
Yeah, drinking all of it would give you 32.
Oh boy.
Wait, you just okay.
I have a liquid blank card.
Yep.
But
I'm
as
just
you
gonna
look,
carry this.
as you look
Sorry.
inside of this thing, Wilhelm, you dig down until you find one of my absolute favorite items in fucking any RPG ever.
Like as many things.
No, not even. In fact, you might not even like it.
Oh,
But
boy.
it is one of my absolute favorite items to ever have on any character ever. As you look in, there appears to be a bunch of cloth in here, just like before with Nightshade's thing. The cloth seems to be very much worn and torn with age, but you do find one. You find one cloth that appears to be a cape. Upon looking at said cape, you feel that there is magic inside of it, and you feel you can easily trigger said magic.
Do I put it on?
You can either put it
Trigger it?
on, or you can hold it up and trigger it, whatever you want to do.
I'm gonna put it on.
You put it on the cape. As you do, it's a rather nice cape. It seems to fit you perfectly, by the way.
It's like it was made for you.
Fancy. I don't know if the open shirt. Works
Emerald already knows what it is.
Does the open shirt clash with the cape though?
Oh, it looks perfect. It's fine.
Awesome. Does it flow majestically in the wind that doesn't exist?
Do you want to try to activate the cape?
Yes.
It starts flowing majestically in the wind that doesn't exist. You have a billowing cape.
That's beautiful.
Wait, this is a real item in D&D?
This is a real item in D&D, and it's my favorite item that I've ever fucking had on anyone ever.
Are you
It is a
telling
cape.
me?
It is a cape that if you decide you want to, you could, while you're giving an impassioned speech, or while you're like giving like a battle cry, or while you're doing anything, you can say that your cape is billowing in the wind.
Oh, I got a performance cape.
It is the best fucking item in the game.
I love it.
God.
This was made for you.
Imagine the fucking power I could achieve with that thing.
I will say, and this is not in the item description at all, but if you roll well while you're having this billowing cape active, I may be lenient with you on certain rolls. Just because I love this item so much.
Only when they make sense in the I can't just go to a bar and just have it billow and be like, hey.
Yo, do you want a liquid blank card for the cave?
Keep it. You'll, listen.
Fuck you,
Keep
I want
the
my
link.
liquid.
My goal in life is to make sure that all of my D&D characters ever get one of these items.
I can just fucking imagine us about to fight some sort of enemy, and he's like, "Fools, do you truly think you can defeat me?" And Wilhelm points at him and is like, "Fuck you, I think I can." I'm just like, hold on, and I'm fucking like, I pull the chest up to my face and just like do the massive glug glug, and then I'm like, I throw the chest to a wall and smash it, and I'm like, you're gonna fucking die, mate.
That's our impassioned speech. What do I get my bonus for?
It's a magical cape, so it is resistant to things that is not kind of magical, but not for any damage reduction or anything like that. Like basically, if anything were to like tear the cape, it'd have to be something magical.
Like this spear. I have to be very careful.
You could easily destroy this cape with that spear. This cape is not a powerful magic item in the slightest.
I don't want to destroy my cape,
but it is the greatest item in the game.
I love it. I love it immediately. I don't know if I want to open another chest.
I will say, you guys did say that those who came down with you would get a piece of the loot.
Yep.
Do you want to say that two of the chests are for Flint and Dimitri?
Fuck yeah.
Absolutely.
But that's only if everybody else feels alright about our knights getting chest.
I mean, yeah.
And I'll also say that whenever she came down, Felicity told you that she did not need any rewards. That she was fine just helping you guys out. You don't have to give her a chest. You can open the last chest without her. She basically said she didn't want any rewards.
Well, we'll see. We'll reserve if she gets anything after we've opened the last chest that doesn't belong to Dimitri, friend.
I also, you said there were 6 pieces of this cake, right?
Yes, you can definitely now. Everybody's opened things. You see there are 5 pieces left.
You all just hear Shomuro announce, "Brain cake!"
Oh God, what?
The cake! It made my brain tingle!
We'll have to go over there. Like, I'm sorry.
Shomuro has a tapeworm attached to his brain now.
Momero, I think they call that brain freeze.
No, it was a good tingle.
There is no good tingle. He's a fucking asshole in Zelda.
I have 5 pieces left. Everybody can have one. This is the best cake ever.
It makes you smart?
It made me feel smarter.
I know what 2 + 2 is.
Holy shit, give me some of that.
I'm gonna give everybody a piece of cake, and I'll have one more.
Does everybody want a piece of cake?
Yeah, I'll...
Sure. I'm hungry.
All right, Wilhelm. You go to the cake. You take a piece out of the box. As you do, roll me survival.
Oh shit.
Ooh wee. Ooh wee.
16 plus 18. It's 18.
16 plus 18? Oh no,
Yep.
16.
16
it equals 18.
Oh yeah, I rolled a fucking.
Damn.
It equals 18, right?
Yes, yeah, that's what I said. But I'll
Give
take
yourself-
the other one too.
Give yourself a +1 to intimidate.
Woo! Interesting.
Damn.
I don't usually do that, but with this cape,
It doesn't. I will say from this, you guys know it does not always give the same stat.
I'm not surprised.
Nom 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 nom. Landon, you want to eat?
Yeah, he's offering cake. I'll have cake.
It's pretty good cake, though. I will say for you guys.
this is good.
Landon,
We
roll
all
me
have
survival.
tapeworms in us now.
Landon, roll me survival.
You just look at Wilhelm, and he just looks like after he's done eating, he just looks a slight more scary.
2 plus 4 on survival is 6.
Is 6.
What's that future?
That's actually funny.
What?
What
It
is
does
that?
it make my -1 diplomacy a 0 now?
No. It makes your -1 performance a 0 now.
Hey!
Holy
Now
shit.
it's like I have a cake. A cape. I have a cake.
Quick, let's
The slice that I had a cape on it.
You ate a tiny cape, and it infused you with power.
Oh my god.
It had cape filling.
Okay, Quince, are you eating a piece?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll me survival. Your survival is a 1.
That's funny as fuck.
Then that one.
That 1.
+1 is 2.
2. Okay. This is probably the best one.
Oh my god, what?
Quince, give yourself +1 luck.
Congratulations.
What the
Oh,
fuck?
what?
You nat 1. That gives you +1 luck.
That's
Oh, wow.
hilarious.
That makes perfect. That
How do
actually
I?
makes
How do I?
perfect sense.
Oh, okay.
That actually makes sense. Fuck you, Zico.
Everybody gets a stat up.
No, that actually is perfect. You son of a bitch.
Shomaru shares his gifts with
That's
all.
funny.
Do you want me to change it for you, or do you got it?
I got it.
Okay. And Priscilla, eat your piece of cake.
I'm gonna eat it.
Okay, roll me survival.
Roll survival. That's another 20.
Make sure my survival is a 2. I can't wait to die.
I would like to try.
16.
Yay.
16 for you. That would be. Oh God. Priscilla, give yourself +1 charisma.
Yay!
You rolled a
Oh,
16
no.
plus or
You
survival.
have actually
Wait.
surpassed the limit.
Charisma has become superhuman.
She's transcending.
You
Hold on,
you
dude.
surpassed the
Excuse
current limit on charisma. You have an 8 when everybody should only have 7s.
Deco, isn't it?
This is my
The-
final form.
Isn't it the D20 plus survival? You got an 18.
Oh, it was an 18?
Yeah. Doesn't that mean she gets intimidated like I did, or is it a different?
No,
one?
it's basically from because of your stats, what you guys get.
Oh,
Now I
but
feel
hey,
bad because like that +2 would not give you charisma, and I kind of feel
Yeah.
bad because I was making a big deal out of it.
Aw.
But,
So what does that 20 do? Does it give you 2 points instead?
Nat
just
20,
curious.
the nat 20 does not give you 2 points instead. Okay, so how it basically works on here is nat 1s I give luck because my God you were unlucky.
Yeah.
I have everything else like kind of put into. None of the combat stats will level up from this. Like, so there is no athletics, there is no manipulate, there is no conjuration. None of your stats that actually deal damage will ever raise from this cake.
Makes sense.
And everything else I have split up into what your minor bonus is, what your major bonus is, stuff like that. So right now for Priscilla specifically, a 14 to a 17 would have given her charisma. Not 14, a 15 to a 17 would have given her charisma.
Oh, hey.
So I still got that charisma, right?
I mean, you got an 18. He said, didn't you?
Yeah, so it's the 8 to charisma. So I have 1 more point in charisma, or
No. Again, like a 15 to an 8 or a 15 to a 17 would have been charisma for you. That's why I feel bad.
Aw.
and I'm
God damn it,
debating.
why do you have to throw me under the bus?
I just didn't want to. I just.
It's like I'm debating too, because the one it would give you, I know you would not really use.
I mean, I might not use performance either. That's just the way the boat
true.
floats.
That is very true.
It's just the way the boat floats.
I didn't
yeah,
want us to
Squeaky,
go
Squeaky,
through this.
This will give you a plus to your technique.
Oh, I don't need that.
Technique-
that's
technique
that's
is
not bad. That
technique
helps
is
you
pretty
learn
good.
things better.
Yeah, technique is pretty good
Where is-
for whenever you guys want to like use your skills in different ways and stuff like that, and learn new stuff and train and like train during off time and stuff like that. So your charisma should go down to 7, and your technique should be a 3 now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very sorry, Squeaky.
I just didn't want to like later and like some people
It's-
point out after the fucking session's over that this is not how it should have been and shit, you know.
Yeah, fuck them. It's my game. I do what I want. And Shomaru, you're gonna have the last piece.
Yes, I'm knowing them.
All right, Shomaru, go ahead and roll me survival.
Doggo roll. 14 plus my survival. 19.
Altogether 19. For you, that would be. This actually might help you. This will increase your intimidate.
Ooh.
You actually use that for some of your stuff.
No, here's the thing. I was happy about intelligence. Maybe I'll finally be able to communicate with Arthur.
Oh, that is true. Your knowledge does give you chances to like learn fucking animal languages.
Maybe one day I can communicate with horses.
But yeah, you actually use intimidate too, so that's pretty good.
Yeah.
You guys all have a piece of the mind cake.
As we all suddenly realize from the second piece of cake and all of your first, this was not actually brain cake.
As you guys have done that, you are now left with an empty chest. As soon as all the cake is gone out of the chest no longer gives off a cold feeling.
Okay.
It is no longer a refrigerated box.
Shomaru's are like, that was good cake.
Dimitri and Flint will come in. Do you guys have any suggestions for whichever one they want to open, or do you guys want to just let them do what they want?
They have brains. They can figure their own shit out.
What's
I ain't
up
their
with the
mom.
last 3 boxes? Are any of them locked?
Well, that's what I was saying.
One's
Like they're the
locked,
ones they're the ones coming in. Do you want them to like? Do you guys want to inspect the boxes first, or do you guys want Dimitri and Flint to pick their own boxes? What I'm saying.
I'm fine with Dimitri picking whatever, and if it's locked, I'll just unlock it. Jesus Christ, Flint. Are you having fun dancing? Goddamn butt pirate.
That's up to group. Group, do you guys want to inspect? Do you guys want to inspect anything about the boxes first? Or do you want them to just pick their own?
I think I would like to inspect them first, just to see the ratio of locked to not locked boxes left.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shomaru, it's very easy. You kind of go up to each of them. And you kind of like push up a little bit from them. As you go to each of them and kind of push up a bit from each of the boxes. Only one of them seems to not give under your pressure. This one right here is the only locked chest.
This is the last locked box.
The other two are normal if you guys would like to have them pick that one, or you guys can have them pick the locked chest.
I don't know. Lock chest gave Landon inspiration water. I don't know if I want to hand that potential loot to NPCs.
They can have the unlocked. Let's leave the lock chest for last, so they can pick the unlocked ones.
Is that fine for everybody?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. I already have loot for those two, which is a good idea. I didn't want to tell you guys this, but I already knew what they were getting from the chest. If you guys were giving them chests, which means if you guys would have wasted the lock chest on them, they wouldn't have rolled. They would have just got what I have written down for them.
Oh fuck. Okay, now we know. Never let NPCs have nice things.
Damn straight.
As Flint opens his chest, he opens it up. He finds a nice assortment of potions. Almost like I want him to replenish his potion belt.
Holy shit! Look at all these potions of healing.
He was actually running low on some of his invigoration potions. So I really just wanted him to get his potion belt back. So I'm going to reset his potion belt now, and that is what he found in his. Dimitri is going to open his chest. Upon opening it up, he looks inside and he finds what appears to people as a set of glasses.
Huh.
The mask of truth.
As he brings the glasses up and kind of inspects them a bit, he goes, odd. An extremely old pair of reading glasses. And whenever he says reading glasses, you guys can, you guys outside of game go, oh yeah, reading glasses help you see when you read. In this world, reading glasses, as in, you put them on and you can read extremely fucking fast with magic.
That's awesome.
Oh, I've
Perfect.
seen those before.
We have a library full of books. That's perfect for you, and anyone else really.
You did see that whenever he was reading before, he was already reading extremely quickly due to his archive magic. But who knows?
Now it's just like double that.
Maybe
now he just glances at the title and knows the entire book.
You think I could borrow those sometime when we're in the library?
He breaks them. I'm kidding.
Oh.
We put them on Shomaru.
I activate the billowing cape. How about now?
But yeah, if you guys were not going to let them have chests, those items would have been in those chests anyway. They would have been in two of the chests, I would say. And at that point you could have been like, hey, do you want more potions, Flint? And he's like, yee.
Hey, Flint, I got you a gift.
All right. Other than that, they have obtained their items from this. They seem very happy with their items. At this point, Flint and Dimitri are going to check out the jewel and see exactly how much jewel is over there. That's what they're going to do while the last chest is still here.
Wilhelm just pulls out just has the spear, the little spearhead. Is like, all right, let's see.
Landon, do you want to leave your water chest behind? Look at that thing.
No, I'm just gonna pick it up and take it with me.
You can't trust them with these. Yeah, that's fine. It's not a humongous chest. Each of these chests are, let's say, different sizes just to accommodate what have been actually in these things. This one is about the size of, let's say, like a large backpack. As far as size is concerned, it's something you can carry around, and there is water in it, so it is heavier. But you are a pretty strong boy.
Of course.
So you carry your water chest with you. Priscilla, Quince, do you guys want to check out this chest?
I'll look at it.
Okay. I'd like to ask then, as everybody is surrounding this chest and Wilhelm has poked into it to try to open it. Wilhelm, you're trying to open this, so go ahead and roll me for your athletics.
I might actually put it in, even with the unlocking. I don't want to break my new toy. E. A 20?
You
Damn.
destroy the chest.
Oh, what?
I'm kidding.
Nobody gets wishes.
The chest is full of moons.
This one seems to have, unlike the other chests that were locked, this one seems to have an actual padlock on it. As you bring the spearhead to it and you touch on the lock, it seems to split the lock and it breaks off from the chest. The padlock clacks to the ground. It looks like it seems to be made out of gold. The lock itself.
Ooh.
If you guys would like to do anything with that.
We're gonna steal that padlock later. Let's pop the chest open.
Upon opening the chest, since you're the one that opened it, Priscilla, give me the first roll. The first roll is going to be a D8. This chest has a very limited stock in it. In other words, I took 4 of the tables out of this one.
Yikes. Making sure, okay.
I mean, is it yikes? We don't know what we're gonna get.
No, I took out 4 of the tables because it's better to limit the tables.
Yeah, no, I just said Anthony went yikes.
I got a 6.
Got a 6. 2, 3.
And a plus 8 helmet disintegration.
All right, Shomaru.
Awoo.
Roll me a D12.
Bark. 3.
1, 2, 3. Ugh, okay. Quince, roll me a d20.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure this one's going to be a 4 roll because most of the things on the d20 have a last thing to roll afterwards.
Wait, let's see, what do you get?
Why are you rolling this?
10.
I'm having fun.
Oh, I thought he was rolling that for a second. You got a 10?
Yep.
All right. Yes, and I will need somebody to roll me a d4. Since Landon hasn't rolled anything, Landon, roll me a d4.
Okay. Let me go find Steven.
What, you named them all with names. Not all. You named
Hey, some of them have great names. I especially loved the D6.
Yeah. Stop tweet. Smiley face.
2.
Oddly enough, we already have this.
What?
This was the goggles.
What?
Oh,
Let's go
Okay.
again.
So go ahead and roll me another d4.
okay. Let's go back to Steven.
I didn't actually expect like the one thing like in this one to be one. All right. So as you open the chest,
The goggles.
as you open the chest, you find inside your long lost sister, who is a hero of time. No.
Oh my god!
Charlotte, what are you
Can't
doing
do
in the
that.
box?
That's not
Charlotte.
okay.
Charlotte, why are you in this box?
I killed me.
No.
Aileen Hellbram is one of the strongest Hellbrams to ever scorch the planet.
As you guys open the chest, you look down inside. Like the chest previous, there seem to be some documentations or even some fabrics or whatever. There seems to be a lot of things that have gone down to the wear and tear of time. However, upon opening the chest, you notice that it seems to be moving.
Huh?
The inside of the chest, where all of that stuff that is kind of lost to the wear and tear of time seems to be moving slightly.
Willem grabs it and pulls the fabric out.
You start pulling some of the fabrics out, Wilhelm. As you pull some of the fabrics out to see what is underneath it, I'd like to know, like, this is a pretty deep chest, so like you're reaching over and you're like pulling out some stuff out of it.
Yeah. He's like,
Chummer poke his head over the rim and be looking in like, what's this? What's going on?
Wilhelm, as you're inside of it, like pulling out the fabrics and the documentations and all that good stuff out of it, at the bottom of the chest you find what was making all of the motion.
What'd I find?
A tongue.
All right, let's close the chest.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. The chest is about to close.
Why do I have to roll to back the fuck up out of this?
It's a
What
goddamn
do I roll?
mimic.
What do I need to roll
It's a
to eat
mimic.
myself away?
It's a mimic!
Willem just like you. Will.
So Wilhelm.
I want to jump away and yell mimic.
So Wilhelm,
Yeah.
roll me reaction.
Oh,
You just yeeted two things across the...
That's. Don't worry about it.
Yeet.
Did we literally roll a mimic?
yeah. But hey, that means that if we kill it, there might be some really cool shit.
16 plus my reaction, which is that's a 19.
You were able to back away as the chest seems to close down. As the chest closed down, the chest seems to like bounce up and down like almost excitedly.
Mimic? What?
Oh, it's alive.
The chest opens its mouth and its tongue seems to be sticking out like from the side of it as it's just bouncing up and down.
Why is it doing
It's mimics like to eat. They like to kill people. Mimics like killing people.
that? Really?
Why is it
But
bouncy?
It's not killing anyone right now.
It's bouncing. I don't like how it's bouncing.
Shamaru sniffs at it. It's a chest, which means it's dangerously close to being a box, and it's also alive.
Maybe it's just hungry.
Sit. Nothing.
Roll over. God damn it.
Wait. There we go.
Goes to Wilhelm, eats Wilhelm.
Whenever you said sit, it seemed to stop. Whenever you said roll over, it rolled.
What the fuck?
Play dead.
It opens itself up, falls backwards, and is just like laying on its back. It's top open, and its tongue sticking out.
No, it's not. It's like a box.
We have a.
And it just says fuck.
What'd you say to it?
Beak.
Oh my God! Is this?
I think it's a good box.
Deco. So I asked a dumb question earlier. I want to ask it again.
Is a mimic an animal? Is a mimic an animal or a vegetable?
It's the true chest. It's the true Chester.
It's technically a monster.
So technically.
Roll me knowledge.
This is worth it. This is worth it.
Befriend the mimic.
I will say this.
6.
You need a good roll.
12.
Push him in
16, 17.
Shomaru, it doesn't seem to be speaking in a language. It seems to understand when you speak to it. It seems to understand when Priscilla speaks to it. It seems to understand you when you speak to it as a dog, Shomaru.
Oh my God.
However, you cannot seem to understand the full words from it. You can get inflection from it.
What's its inflection?
It's happy to be alive.
Oh my God, he's happy to be a box in the outside world.
You see fucking Landon with his sword pointing downwards right over top of it, like
Shomaru goes close to it. Shomaru puts a paw on it. It's okay, friend. It's okay that you're a disgusting box, but we won't kill you.
It doesn't listen to you. You say about half of what you just say as its tongue just goes all over you.
I'm being assaulted. I don't know what to do.
I think it's. Have I ever heard stories of a mimic acting like this ever?
No.
It's happy to be alive, and I don't know what to do.
I have never seen or heard anything about this in all of my years.
Are you a good mimic?
I don't know if that's a thing.
It starts panting like a dog.
Oh my fucking God.
I want to find a rock.
Why?
Are you gonna play fetch?
I'm gonna play fetch.
Find a stick.
Yeah, why would you? Oh, Quince has a
rock
stick.
either.
Quince has a stick.
Fetch, boy.
Okay, no.
There's no
Ryan's
there's
key.
no rocks. There's no rocks around. There is that large pile of jewel over to the side if you'd like.
You throw it, it lands beside the dragon.
There's that large pile of dimes off to the side.
We're not fucking feeding it money.
No.
I will sooner kill this thing.
I have some jewels.
What do you want to do?
This isn't a coin machine. We aren't getting gumballs from it. We're not feeding it fucking cash.
I don't have anything to give it.
Hold on.
I have a Marauders map and a couple warm parchments that mean nothing to me.
Hold on. Let's just.
You speak dog, the fucking best ability I've ever had.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Is there a mimic thing in the RPG?
There
the
better
RPG
fucking
tile, like set.
I finally know what I'm doing with my skill card.
Oh no. Speak monster.
We must improve you speak dog.
Yeah, I don't think there's any mimic. There's any mimic things.
Is there any object that is just a chest though? There has to be something.
Like in the RPG kit, that's what I'm looking for. I don't see anything though.
If you improve it enough,
we have the chests on the tables. You could copy one of these and shrink it.
That's true, but like I kind of want to give it its own thing. It'll get its own thing by next time.
If you improve you speak dog enough, it'll probably turn into you speak God.
You're right.
Because she doesn't have a stick or anything. She's just gonna move a little bit away.
I just want you guys to understand how this thing moves. It like flails to one side of it and then to the other side of it and just back and forth, and it runs to you.
It's like the freaking Brave World poster.
Daddy.
Shower's just like following it, walking around it in circles. Like this is so weird. It's a horrible box, which means I should probably destroy it. But it's also so happy to be alive. I would feel bad.
I'm going to pet the box.
The chest. If you call it a box, I will be forced to kill it.
I'm going to pet the chest.
You pet the chest. It seems to as you pet the chest, it closes its mouth and just kind of sits there.
Good boy.
Oh my goodness.
Keep it in the box. I want to keep him.
We have a pet mimic. It's like a fucking dog, guys.
And he
If it had eyes, it would blink out of sync. I'm kidding.
Is this Kidmodo?
Everybody in the chat's been saying it's Kidmodo. Name it Kidmodo. I'm just...
No, Kidmodo never panted. There's never a dog.
Yeah,
he
it was
just
never
a
panting,
potato.
guys. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, Kidmodo was a potato. This is more like petite. No, this is more like that mimic box we actually got in the game. Remember, we got that spirit mimic.
And nothing ever happened from it because the
just
freaking
kept
thing
feeding
was
it-
never near the end of the fucking game.
Yeah, you just kept feeding it random bits of bacon and shit. It was fucking weird.
I want to name you.
Chester.
Chesty. Chester, meet Chester.
Chester, meet Chester.
Chesterer.
The Chesteriest Chester.
What
Chestar.
about Chestum?
Chestum.
The Chester Cheetah.
Chestum. It's
Somewhere
either Chestum
somewhere inside of
or
you.
Will
somewhere inside of you.
Landomaru.
Somewhere
Why would
inside
you
of
name it?
You feel that somebody would be really pissed off if you named a mimic after them.
Will Landamaru?
Well, Landomaru, because you all found him. And I named him, but I don't know where to fit my name.
How about we save the names for when
There we go.
Yay!
It has been named.
We have to keep it now.
Oh crap! You're right. We've named it.
What have you named
Okay.
it?
Besides, I'm not naming him Chester. I'm naming it Chestum. That's not Chester. He's a chest, and he's
About 44 minutes ago, I didn't actually see this. Frau Yordi gave $6, said keep buffing the dog.
Oh no.
So we shall.
Oh my god.
And then right now, CGK just donated $4. Can it be named Mimi? Dice to the chest.
Oh, why? Why?
The chest is already getting dice, guys.
Of course it is. Of fucking course it is.
Seconds. It's existed for like 2 minutes.
What is this repertoire of pets being kept by this guild?
Listen.
You got a pet dragon. I'm kidding.
We've got the dragon, we've got the horses, we've got a mimic, we've got me, we've got Yig.
Whatever this egg will be at some point, I'm sure.
The
Must be like I hope it's a basilisk.
We have met the cat. I don't know if they're a pet yet, since they seem to be personish.
You have the bunny.
Ethan's totally a pet.
We've got ourselves a weird menagerie.
Well, Phantom Lord is very unique, it seems. I guess we have a mimic now, everybody. Let's deal with this.
All right, finalize the name. What are you guys calling it?
Chestum.
I named him Chestum.
Bill.
Chestum.
You're going to get looks. I'm just saying that right now.
Why? It's called Chestum. He's
Yeah,
a chest, and he makes.
You're gonna get looks. Just
Okay,
saying.
Let's see.
Okay, I'll think of something else.
Give it a sec. Give it a sec.
And here, I'll give you something as well, Tristan.
What's up, dude? Oh yeah.
Here's your water chest.
Yay!
Hooray.
Scale it down.
Let's call him Vault.
I was gonna say Mimikyu.
Who? I was gonna say just Mimi. I was just gonna say Mimi because mimic.
And
Fuck that. We're not naming it a Pokemon.
What's a Pokemon?
Exactly.
Let's call it Mimikyu.
Please stop. You're causing causation to fall apart.
Calling it fucking BBQ.
I don't see any problem with that. Let's call it Mimikyu. Why
Also,
not?
I'm gonna go ahead and call it the name that I gave it over there, Landon. That is the actual name of the item in the tables.
Huh.
Cool. It's a fountain. It's a very shallow. It's a 7-sip fountain.
Make it a generic object too, so you can just kind of lift it instead of having to hold on to it.
Yay. Yeah, Mimikyu is its name.
Oh, do that with
God
Mimikyu. Make him
damn it.
generic.
Why? Maybe you can hold stuff in him. Maybe he's our box of holding.
We don't know that yet.
I will be so Actually, it'd be kind of cool, but I'm not gonna test it.
No,
Quick.
you guys, we're like trying to break into a fort and we make a deal with someone. Here is your reward. Sick 'em! And the chest attacks.
They fucking
Joke's
stab
on
the
you.
chest and it dies.
That's why we have to power it up to be like. We'll just give him like anchor arms.
It has
it'll
a
be fine.
fucking different top than it has a bottom now.
Yeah, because I can't change its color.
It's a very bad mimic.
It tries its best.
I am real person.
I have
I am-
feelings too.
But yeah, there is your Mimikyu, I guess.
Yay!
Oh my god.
Mine!
I mean, it's not yours, but you know.
It's ours.
The
Mostly
guild.
mine.
This is
But
the guild.
mostly
Cool.
mine.
I named
belong-
it.
It belongs to the community now.
It's a community chest. We call it CC. I'm kidding. All right, you guys have opened up all of the chests in the room. Off to the side where these guys are, they come back to you, and Dimitri and Flint seem to have agreed on looking back at the money. There is about 10,000 jewel there.
Awesome. We've also discovered something. I motion to Mimikyu.
Yeah.
He does tricks.
He's
What?
happy to be alive.
Flint shoots it.
Why did
Oh.
you do that?
I'm kidding.
Flynn doesn't do shit unless I tell him to. These are automatons at best.
Man, that's brutal.
I am very brutal. Yes.
You guys have gone through this area. Mimikyu seems to be dancing and doing his own thing, I guess. Except that whenever you petted him, like I said before, he stayed perfectly still.
He's dreaming of being a Beyblade.
I like spinning things. Don't take this from me.
If you take away spinning, what is left of Tristan?
He can still T-pose.
Dragon's gonna go to sleep now. Sleeping.
Okay.
Sleeping.
That's funny for some reason. Why is it funny?
It's chasing its tail.
His spine can't bend. He'll never do it.
As
Okay.
this happens, as
Okay.
things are going on in here, you guys go through the chests and you guys do your things. I will say, eventually catching up with you guys and working up the courage to walk into the room with the fucking dragon.
I assume we
The
walk back out
librarian
with our
comes
loot.
in, looks out into the room where all of you guys are spinning.
Guard, or leader, help! We're stuck in this infinite void.
What is this arcane contraption of doom?
She then closes the door and leaves.
No,
This is how we die.
Oracle.
God damn.
You have to get you a fidget spinner or something, for God's sake.
But no,
He
one.
does have a fidget
I don't know
spinner.
where it is, but it's somewhere.
I know where it is. It's in that box.
not
I'll get it.
Lonzo. The librarian
Hey, my friend.
the librarian comes here and looks to all of you again, kind of still wearily looking at the dragon, but because they are the leader of this floor, they do understand the somewhat intricacies of this dragon. So they feel like they are not in too much danger as they look inside of the room with all of you. Is everything all right?
Yes, and maybe no. I mean, we found a new pet. I just reveal fucking Mimikyu.
As you say you found a new pet, she just kind of looks back at the dragon concerned, and then you say that, she's like, oh.
Yeah, no, I don't know what that is, but it's not a friend.
I don't know what that is. It's just there.
I don't know what that is, but it scares me. I don't want to talk to it. Oh, we found this. So, we found a lot of stuff. How are you holding up, actually? This must have been painful.
No matter. I just wanted to make sure that my floor was safe. I'm going to return to the library. I was able to get the cat to come down.
You have a cat? Oh, yeah, we have a cat.
Oh, is my cat okay? Is my friend okay?
She seemed a little spooked.
Oh, I should go check on her then. I did free her from the box. Puffs up Chip's chest proudly.
Good boy, Shumbrew.
From that, she points to the Mimikyu.
No, we just found it.
No, another box, an evil, not alive box.
All right.
You'll absolutely get
chest. That's totally different.
Ow.
Librarian, let us help you.
I'm ready to go back to the library too, so I'm probably just gonna walk with him.
Yeah. Come on, Mimikyu.
Ow.
If this thing fucking needs books, I'm
as
going
you
to kill
begin
it.
to make your way away from Mimikyu, Mimikyu does not move with you.
Mimikyu?
Ever since you have petted it, it has not moved.
Well, I'm just gonna tap it, like poke.
Nothing happens.
You made it go back to sleep.
Well, I'm gonna. I'm gonna push the lid open.
You push the lid open. As you do, hey!
That's weird.
No, it's okay. I got this.
I guess it's like an on and off switch.
I guess. But at least that way, if people are scared
I
of
want
me.
to turn it over. Damn it! There we go.
Okay, let's try this again. Come on, Mimikyu. Come on, Mimi. Fucking let me go.
Just imagining that actually coming out of Priscilla's mouth.
As Mimikyu floated in the air and span around, it grabbed Priscilla, and Priscilla was forced to do the same.
Let me go. Okay,
bro.
You guys begin to make your way out from the area. The dragon is still watching you guys as you go to leave.
We will not engage with the dragon of death. Let us leave.
I'd like to know, does anybody get the money?
I don't care about the money.
I'll go get some of the money.
Flint and Dimitri didn't pick up the fucking money.
There are 2 large piles of money. How are they supposed to grab it?
I would assume Flint has space in wherever he pulls the guns out of.
You might want it.
I have fucking 2,000 jewel. I need some dough.
Then take it.
No, I'm not taking all of it. I'm just taking some of it.
Then I'm taking the rest of it.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're
How
welcome.
much is it?
There is
I
10
respect you. I respect you too.
There is around 10,000 jewel here.
So I guess we all get 2,000 jewels.
I'm a dog.
Wait. Priscilla gets 4,000 jewels.
You guys can split that up in any way you guys want. I put the jewel here before, while I still knew that Rex was here. So
let's divide 20 by 4.
You guys could have. We could say if you guys want to keep it somewhat, whatever. Like Dimitri and Flint won't really mind if you guys give them 500 each, and you guys each take 1,000.
All right.
Is that good for you guys?
That'll work. If they're all right with it.
Wait, I get 2,000 because of Shomaru.
No, you do not.
Okay, good.
Wait,
I didn't want to freaking fix the money again. I just changed it.
I'm trying to comprehend math. If they both get 500, then there's 9,000 left.
How much?
There's Right. Okay.
Rabble,
So
rabble,
each
rabble,
of you
rabble,
guys,
rabble, rabble.
each of you guys will get 2,000 jewel,
Okay, now I do have to fix it.
and
Okay.
they will each get 1,000 jewel. How about that?
Okay. I'm just making sure.
Right. So go ahead and get each of you go to your bags that you have, if you have them. You do have yours
Cut
like
off my
right
snarky
here.
comment.
You have yours right here if you would like Nightshade. And go ahead and type down an extra 2,000 jewel onto that. So like where you have 26,000, just make it 28.
Yay.
Alright.
Let's do this.
Two. As each of you will get 2,000 extra jewel from this. It's quite a lot, unfortunately, because again, it's all in basically dimes.
We'll survive with it.
But as you guys all obtain that, you guys throw it into these. I'm saying you guys again. You guys were prepared to come down here and get treasure, so I'm saying you guys would probably have like sacks with you guys. You guys throw them all in kind of sacks to take with you.
I just throw it in the chest full of water.
As you guys begin to make your way out from the dragon's room, you hear as you guys leave a roar.
What kind of roar?
Shomaru, because you have already rolled for this, it seems to be yet another roar of warning as you guys leave.
Okay.
I will stare directly into its eyes as I walk out.
You then spread your arms and just fucking...
And then go.
It has a thing where you can make it look it's roaring. Goes. Hold on. No, come on, do it again. No, do it.
There you go.
I will never conform to your standards of hygiene.
It does not seem to be trying to go after you guys or anything, though.
It's just yelling at us.
Just gonna go back to sleep. Just gonna go back to sleep.
Do you guys leave?
Yes.
Yeah.
As you guys leave, I would like for each of you guys to roll me for your awareness as you leave. Everybody here can do it except for Shomaru.
Oh, okay, never mind then. I was about to roll.
Everybody who has magic can do it.
I rolled a 14.
I rolled a 10 plus 4 is 14.
I mean, I have magic in my tummy.
Shut the fuck up, Shomaru.
Awoo.
I rolled a 10.
You wound me.
I rolled a 5 plus 2 is 7.
So 2 people got 14s. So Priscilla and Wilhelm, roll me knowledge as you guys leave.
Brain.
Wilhelm and me roll the knowledge.
I'm
put in
really
inspiration.
dumb, so I'm gonna.
17 plus 4, 21.
10
Wilhelm.
plus 3 is 13.
As you go to leave the area, and Priscilla, you sense this as well, as you guys pass by the front door, where the door would be, where there should be doors in this place, you guys both sense you pass by something magical. As you do, Wilhelm, you look around at the area, and you kind of get a kind of feel for what it was, and then you realize something. The entire room was a trap.
Oh no.
It isn't activated at all, but you feel like if the dragon wanted you to stay in the room, it would make you stay in the room.
Just fucking kill the dragon.
Okay, so I will wait for us to all exit that room.
Which is to say, potentially, if you guys would have went in to fight the dragon, it would have kept you in.
If we fight the dragon ever, we can't leave.
Which
It's
is
kill or
why I
bust.
said last time, don't fight the dragon. I will kill you.
Okay, cool.
You will die.
So I'm gonna wait for us to all finally exit that room.
You guys all going to leave.
Yep. Okay, and then Wilhelm's going to say, "Oh no!" No one is allowed in that room. I am not playing I'm not playing games. All right.
I don't want to go back in anyway because I can't fight a
That
dragon.
room.
Dimitri looks at you. It's like you saw it too.
Yeah, when we were leaving, we are not going in that room again.
Why not?
If that thing wanted us dead, we would not have left that room.
Well, I mean, just don't make him
The
upset.
trap in the room is a trap, Shomaru. That thing.
Wilhelm, whenever you sense the magic on this thing, on this one trap, it is a very simple spell.
What is the spell?
It is a very simple spell of just a barrier. It is just a barrier spell. But from the magic you and Priscilla sensed leaving that, it was phenomenal. You're not sure where this room came from, but you're pretty sure that if it wasn't in the tower, that the magic would not be there to keep that spell up.
I don't know what made that spell to lock the barrack, to seal away that room. But whatever it is, it's something I'm not prepared to play with. I don't think any of us are prepared to play with. Let's be thankful this tower is what it is. Oh boy. We really need to be careful with these dark rooms.
If we find another one, I had thought about using it for a hot spring or my bedroom, but now I really want to see what happened to my dad.
Well, the room won't. We understand the rooms can sometimes bring back dead things, right? Or old shit.
The rooms that you speak of, the rooms full of black. There are three of said rooms on this side of the basement. I believe 2 of which have been used. From what I can tell of them, one has added a powerful spell and a powerful being into this place. Motions toward the dragon room. And the other has increased the potential magic of the tower significantly. There is one left. It is hidden in the library if anyone needs to use it. But I will warn that these rooms, they will remain for a good lifetime after they are created. One floor already was completely destroyed. I remember in the deeper part of the dungeons, a room that was far too dangerous was created, spewing out from it dangerous metals and molten rock, forever shot out as if infinitely spawning. These rooms are very dangerous. The magic inside of the Tower of Remembrance is a magic that is able to completely recreate and endlessly produce things such as this. I ask you all be cautious when going into the blank rooms.
So I shouldn't do it?
I do not see how a room that you wish to use would destroy my floor. However, if you are using it to try to bring back the deceased, I just wish you know that for one, it does not work if that person is not deceased. You could be wasting a very powerful asset if you do not know for sure.
I figured that one out.
The map says Daddy's not on here anymore.
And 2, she says over you talking back to her. What is brought back may not be wholly human.
Oh,
They are a being made of magic. They are recreated to the best of the tower's ability, but they can never be truly human again.
I mean, that dragon is definitely not human.
so then it wouldn't bring back my dad?
Well, do we know Ailsey came from one of the rooms?
You know that Elsie came from the room, you also know that the Black Alchemist came from the room, and the dragon came from the room.
Well, so far from what we've seen, would you count the alchemist or Ailsey as completely human?
No.
Well, there's your answer.
Mm.
If you're... I can't tell you what to do if you do it, Priscilla. It's just...
The being that came and stole alchemical ingredients from this place, the one that is now trapped in the pools in the beginning of my floor, that being, I believe it to have the memories of its previous life, even its death. I believe it to have the intentions of that person as well, the personality of that person. Do I believe it is that person? No, but do I think that that person is in there? Potentially. Magic is a dangerous thing to trifle with, especially the magic that brings back life. Once you step into the realm of giving life to those that are gone, or giving life to that which does not need it, you walk a dangerous path that mortals rarely tread and get away from.
Okay.
That being said,
Um,
I will continue. I didn't pause so that you can keep talking. I was going to say something.
sorry then.
I'm playing. That being said, I don't believe them to be dangerous. If they have the memories and intentions of the ones that were made from them, who is to say what they are to be? I know for one that there are many beings in this room that do not consider themselves or are not themselves human.
I'm not.
So, take my words as you will. As she tries to be all mysterious and kind of like cold with that last sentence. Ow. Ow.
Librarian, please.
Ow.
Then,
Ow.
so then, how many black
Ow.
rooms have we found? We found
Ow.
the
Two.
one that made the
Ow.
alchemist, the dragon.
The one, the
Ow.
one with the alchemist is on the
Ow.
floor above us, Priscilla.
Ow.
There's
There's
three
one
rooms.
more on this floor.
Ow.
It was said during the conversation.
So there was a bit of confusion about this. The floor above had two black rooms. The main room that had the prisoner was not a black room, but I did say that all you guys saw was darkness whenever you stepped into it, darkness and blackness and whatnot. That room was not supposed to be a black room. The room to the side of it and the one that had the skeleton in it, those are supposed to be the black rooms. So there was two upstairs and there's three here. You guys have already used two of them on this part of the floor, and there's one more hidden in the library, she said. So far,
Okay, so
that is 5.
Okay, so there was 2 on what you would say that that one's the first floor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, and those were used for what again?
The alchemist lab and
the alchemist
What's known
lab
as
and
weird
the
door room.
and the weird room that brought Elsie back that has all the statues and things in it.
the blue
Okay,
room.
so call it. I actually am writing notes on like the floors that have the rooms.
Mhm.
And then the basement had 3 rooms. One's in the library that we haven't used. Felicity used one.
That's the dragon
And
room,
then-
and then there's the lacrima room that was over here.
That
Okay,
will help me.
lacrima room. Okay, lacrima room and dragon room. Okay.
Okay.
And there's no more in the first floor, right?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
From what you guys can tell, there is a door on the first floor that will either lead further into that floor or go up as far as like going up into the staircases above. There is also a door here that is at the very entrance of this place that leads further into the basement.
Mm-hmm.
Which
So you
I
guys have
think-
2 doors you can attempt to try to open, but you don't have any idea how to open them.
Mm-hmm.
You could potentially ask the oracle upstairs or the librarian here, but you guys will have to ask them, whenever. Because she's literally like, I'm done with my sagely advice. I'm gonna walk away coolly. Ow, 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 and then she's going to the library.
Me want book. Me go to library.
I'm gonna follow to the library for the cat.
We.
You're up, Priscilla.
Keep your box with you.
I don't know. I mean, if it's not gonna really bring back my dad, then that's fine. But I don't know where he is, and I found a map that tells me where everybody is. It says where my mommy is.
I will say, Priscilla, look at your as you look at your map. Go ahead and roll me for your awareness.
Willow was actually gonna ask, is it everywhere in Earthland?
Everywhere in Fiore. I'm gonna roll this dice, and I'm gonna put this inspiration in it, and I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
Why do you have a bag of dice, Priscilla?
Shut up.
Rude.
17. Of course I fucking did. 3.
Looking at the map, you do notice that not everybody you know is on the map. Not everybody you know is on the map. Madam is not on the map. Neither is Jet or Crown. Those three are not on the map, but you do know that they should be somewhere in Hosenka. Out of all the names that are on the area you're on, you know that the guild leader is not on the map. You know that that Anwin or that both Anwin and Crazy Book Lady, who I can't, Shinako, both of them are not on the map.
I thought her name was Rift.
Well, that's the name she wants to go by. And the girl upstairs in the blue robe, Yona, is not on the map.
No Danny?
Fucking roll, I guess. Roll luck.
God damn it.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I'm just a DM.
Fucking
right.
Danny's back at fucking Disneyland being a
I'm
boss.
just gonna roll a regular fucking.
I know where Danny is. I do need to know, like, if you.
18.
Looking around the area, Danny appears to be in Hargian.
The fuck is that?
Hargian.
That's the place that you went after you left your home.
But there's still no daddy.
Well.
Really weird. Doesn't show everybody.
Oh.
It shows some people.
If that's the case, then you could still hope that he's just managed to flee the country. There's plenty of... Earthland's a big place, Priscilla.
It seems to, from what you can gather from what you see, Priscilla, it seems to be leaving some people out. Whether that means there's something special about them, or maybe that means you don't know enough about the map to fully understand it, you don't know. However, at that point, you do know that that Elsie is still here. You know that Elsie can identify items. And she's probably gonna be gone, but very soon. So I'm just saying, if anybody wants any sort of identifying, that's probably a good place to go.
I have a quick question, Deco, because I honestly do not remember. Did I show her that red egg?
You did not.
I have a couple questions, but we'll deal with that later.
I mean, if we don't think about that, maybe we can turn it into a hot spring. I've been to one and it was really nice, the one in Hosenka.
The hot spring. Why would you make that here? We can just go into town.
But you have to pay for it.
You're smart, Priscilla. You know that?
Making a hot spring is definitely something that could happen.
You can do whatever you want with the black room, Priscilla. This tower has 1,000 more, considering how big it is.
I mean, it would make sense, too, if the hot spring was in the basement, because hot springs are usually in the ground.
I can't fault that logic. Yeah.
Let's go into the dungeon to have a nice bath.
But the voice in my head is telling me that I should talk to Elsie and find out about this map.
All right, then.
Don't sound crazy at all.
I mean, I have no room to talk about voices in your head. at
But
all.
you can judge the ever-loving shit
So
out
I'm
of it.
gonna go.
So I
to-
called the inspiration Dragom-spirations, and like at first I'm like I misspelled dragon, and then I'm like, I mean, but still golem. I guess it makes sense.
Wait, my fuck up was maybe a subconscious not fuck up.
So something tells me I should go find Miss Elsie, or else I'll never see her ever again.
How oddly specific.
You'll
but
see
relatable.
you can see her again. She's just probably gonna be heading out with Rex on a mission or something soon.
That's very oddly specific, but I relate to that somehow.
Soon.
Who are you talking to, Priscilla?
Do you guys want to make your way
in a
anywhere?
place I can't follow.
Do you guys want to make your way anywhere? Do you guys need to go to the library, or do you guys want to go talk to Elsie about any items you have obtained?
Any questions I have, or library access I need, I can do at any time. Who knows when our free identify is gone? Also, that black room.
Do you want to make your way toward Elsie then, or do you want to go to the library and speak to librarian or people there? I need to know because it's 12:10.
Holy shit, it is. Okay. So Priscilla,
Right?
if you want, the black room will be there still, hopefully. How about we just go talk to Miss Elsie and see if she can help us out? She seems to know things I don't.
Okay. So the two of you are wanting to go to Elsie. Quince, where do you want to go? Do you want to go to Elsie to try to get some things identified, or do you want to go into the library to see if you can finish off that bookcase that you were eating?
I
don't expect you to have much else to do in the library, to be fair.
Yeah, no. Elsie.
Okay. You guys will be going to Elsie. I will say that Dimitri will probably stay in the library with Landon and go through some more books now that he has fucking super speed glasses. Flint will probably come with you, and let's split everybody up again. There we go. Because I know what's gonna happen in the library, let's do that last. Which means you guys walk past the library. People are spreading out into their little sections and groups with things going on. Landon, what are you doing in the library before we move on?
He's actually not here right now. I think
All
he's
right,
in the
later,
bathroom.
Landon. So I know
he's
that Jacob or Shomaru will be going off toward his kitty friend.
Ooh, we're using full names. You're in trouble, Jake.
Oh, no.
Jacob. Dimitri is going to go to his spot he was at before and begin to speed read. The librarian will be standing in the center of the library, telling people to be fucking quiet. And Landon, are you there? Okay, just making sure. I thought you said he was coming back. All right.
Yeah, no, he's coming back. He was just explaining something to me.
I am here. I just put a seizure video on my 55-inch TV
No, that's cool.
while we're doing. It's literally
to
flashing
know-
colors at the speed of sound.
I need to know what you're planning to do in the library before we move on to the other group, because I'm going to do the library stuff last.
Well, here's the thing. So I was thinking about it.
Mhm.
I have received information from the water lady about how Pyre got his firepower.
Mhm.
So I know how he got his firepower. Now it's more like I don't need a book to learn more about his fire. It's more like I need a book to learn about how he got his fire to be that powerful.
Mm.
But I also know that I may be able to find the answers to that in Crocus.
That's a long way.
So
It's
it
not that
really
far away.
depends. If I were to bring this information that I have, if I were to bleh basically what I talked to about Ethan, but now add the information that I have now to the librarian, does she think she knows what type of book would be good for that?
We'll get to that in a minute. Because
Okay.
again, we'll do the library stuff last, because I know what's going to happen with most of the library stuff.
I'm trying to be specific because I know that specificity will also get me. It'll give me a better chance.
You're gonna go far, kid.
There we go. Fucking see.
We'll see what happens.
Fuck for dance.
I thought that was with 1,000 lies and a good disguise, though.
You don't think that he has that many things? That he's Landon, man.
Landon doesn't lie.
I will say,
Yeah,
upon
starts.
you guys returning to the main room here, you notice that as you come here, just to kind of help things out a little bit, because I was gonna do something else with it, but why not? You do see that there are large chains of metal that appear to be connecting the disc-like opening at the top of the dungeon to the area at the very bottom. It seems like Rex and Ailsey have been basically making a like rope ladder out of like a chain ladder out of his iron to help you guys like ascend the area.
Nice.
But as you guys get there and he seems to be still doing shit with that, Elsie is just kind of like sitting there waiting, looking into the pool of blackness. And just like, that is a lady.
That was a person at some point.
That was a person lady at some point. What the fuck?
And it's still in there somehow. What the fuck? This is some fucking crazy shit.
But they are there. They are doing their thing. What do you guys want to do? Ah! Kidding.
Excuse me.
Elsie!
You guys push her into the black water and
Proceed to drown her. Wait, why did we come here?
until the
Solving
bubbles
the problem.
until the bubbles stop.
Solving the problem. Solving the problem.
Perfect.
Solving the problem. And problem solved.
As you guys
Yay.
approach and you call out for Ailsey, she turns around. Oh well, what are you guys doing? I've heard some very strange noises down deep in this place.
We made somebody made a dragon room and we got stuff.
Neat.
It's like a golem. It's like a dragon golem. But
I got a map that does some weird stuff and you know everything, so do you know what it does?
Well, I
And
do
what
know
it is?
everything. She goes, well, if it's something that can be found out, I should be able to trace its lore. Do you want to allow me to touch it?
it disintegrates.
Oh, looks like it's one of those disintegrating maps that disintegrates whenever it sees a pretty lady, huh? Sorry, it sucks. No.
Then why didn't it disintegrate when I touched it?
Because you haven't touched it.
Ah.
She takes the map in her hands, and as she does, she seems to look at it quizzically for a second. She unscrolls it and just kind of like looks it over. She sees the tiny bits of instruction at the top and all that good stuff. She holds it in her human-looking arm, like kind of just like against it. She raises her demonic hand and touches down in the center of the map. As she does, well, that's interesting. This map appears to be a map of human subjugation.
Excuse you?
Human subjugation?
Why is that a thing? Subjugate is not good. That's not a good word.
What's it mean?
Well, it appears that this map was supposed to track down certain individuals, certain mages or humans, whenever it was made. Whenever I... She kind of like looks it over. Whenever I look hard enough, I can almost... As she says this, you guys see that a certain part of the map begins to get darker. As this certain part of the map gets darker, you guys see a tree appear on the map.
What the hell is that?
As a small tree icon appears on the map, not an actual tree, you know what I mean? As a small tree icon appears on the map, it seems to be very dark and twisted. She kind of like looks it over. Yes, this was the place that person was looking at most of the time. It seems to be in a place that seems that's like in between Crocus and Era. Looking on it, it seems to be decently far away.
What the hell is that?
Whoever first had this map kept their eyes gazed on this spot quite a lot.
Knowing my geographic skill, do I know where that location would be?
Here's the thing, Wilhelm. You passed by a similar area to that whenever you first came into Fiore. If you remember, you met a friend of yours in a forest just outside of Crocus.
Rocky. What forest is that?
Well, it appears to just be like a tree on the map. Like it's not
Okay.
like a forest, but You do see what appears to be a tree on the map.
That's...
It seems to be in the same general area as the place you met Maki.
That seems to be around the spot I found Maki.
Oh.
Seems forever ago since that day.
Yeah, like 6 or 7 months.
A lot can happen in that time.
No, that's forever ago.
Huh.
From what I can tell, certain beings, certain mages, people with some sort of monster blood or some other sort of thing inside of them probably cannot be sensed by this. It seems to be a map of pure human subjugation. She points it out to you, and she goes, "Look, not even you're on this map," as she says to Priscilla. "However, oddly enough, your Ethereus friend is."
That doesn't make sense, though, then, if it's only for humans.
Yes,
because
that's
my dad's
very,
not on it.
That's very odd.
My dad isn't on it either.
Okay, she keeps saying humans a subjugation map. What the fuck does that mean? Do I know that? Or
roll me for knowledge. Let's see if you know let's see if you know what human subjugation magic is.
It sounds like I should know that. 15, 19.
It's a type of summoning magic, actually. It's seemingly similar to celestial spirit magic or requite magic, or even just like similar magics to that type of vein. It allows you to capture defeated opponents or defeated people and have complete control over them, as you can summon them to do your biddings in battle. It is very much illegal and very much bad.
So before anything else, was this made by a guy who liked to carry around an orb?
Yeah,
go fuck yourself, man.
This is actually a magic canon and fairy tale.
Really? Holy shit! So
but yes, like, I believe Summoner Blue would have some use of this magic.
I can't imagine why he would. Anyway, back in character. Right. So subjugation, Priscilla. It's really the worst. It's really bad, and really, it's like a summoning. Like you're like your keys in a way, except it's human people.
So I could summon my dad, or my dad's not.
Well, if you defeat him in combat and bind his soul, then yes. Yes, you could.
Why are there all these names on this map? I haven't fought everybody.
It's to find people powerful enough.
The map seems to be used to find those that one knows about. So if you were looking for a certain human that you know about, I'm sure that they would appear on this map. You could almost consider it a hunter's map of sorts.
That's not good. It's a scary item, this one now. I just thought it was a funny little map.
But I don't want to hurt my friend.
Well, good.
Well,
you don't have to.
Here's the thing, though. The map itself is not used to subjugate human souls. The map itself is just used to find them.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very bad magic, but you don't need to use that kind of magic.
Why not call it the map of finding? Because it doesn't do anything.
Well, I guess you're technically right. It's a good name to give it in case people try and get it off of you. And they don't know what it is.
You're like, man, you got this. This is illegal. But now say it doesn't do anything.
You know what? Let's just pretend it doesn't do the subjugation part, alright?
It's the map of people.
It's the map of
From
finding.
what I can tell, you can use this map once a day to get a general location of the person you're tracking or looking for. It does not track them in real time, from what I can see. But you use it once, you find out where that person is, and you can head to that general area to see if you can, well, wrangle them up.
Okay.
She hands it back to you.
Yay.
Well, that's good we found that out.
It's a very interesting magic. It's really interesting how stuff like that can pop up in the centuries that one does not watch these mages. It's very interesting magic that is made by modern day mages like yourselves. I didn't even know there were so many mages before I was reborn. Is there anything else you guys would let me to look into?
I have a couple things that I would like to ask you about. Well, let's see. I kind of motion towards our little mimic friend. So, I don't know if you can find something out about this, but maybe you could glean something out of him?
Let me try. Touch. It's a happy mimic.
Well, I gave it a shot.
It has some peculiar abilities, I would say, but mostly it's just a mimic.
What can it do besides tricks?
It seems to be able to compound items, which is pretty interesting.
What?
Well, let's say, for example, if you had a gem, you could potentially put that gem inside of this box here. Put another gem of similar worth or size into it as well, and after a couple of hours, you have an even larger gem.
This thing can combine items?
Well, compound, not combine. It seems to be able to make more space, I guess. Put a lot of money in here. It comes into one single gem. Potentially put a lot of one thing into it. Maybe even a lot of different things, and perhaps it could make it into something useful. Who's to say? I will say that from what you're thinking of, especially, it is not going to combine things perfectly or anything of the sort. Compounding and combining is much different. This is no alchemy. It's more natural welding.
This is no
melding.
keyhole.
This is more alchemy, or this is more welding, melding, melting, that kind of thing.
Aren't you just a wonder, Mimikyu?
So in other words, if you guys put all those dimes in this thing, it may be able to poop out a big gem for you.
Holy shit!
Other than that, it's a mimic. You could transfer it into a different host if you would like.
What? You could make him bigger?
Well, you could, I guess, but a lot of beings use mimics to, trap things. So you could, let's say, transfer this mimic into a door. That would give whoever goes to turn the knob a big surprise.
Huh.
Why would I do that?
Well, it's like a trap to keep people away and maybe kill them.
But what if they kill him?
Exactly. Well, don't worry about it, Priscilla. We won't let Mimikyu get hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, look at him. Look at that face. The lack of face.
Is there anything else, gentlemen? Looking to you and Quince. I
have a couple. I pull out this red egg. Well, this has been bugging me for a while, and even the imprisoned or the Oracle know about it.
All right. Shall I try?
Warning. Last time I let someone touch it, it got really weird. Pale. Cold.
Why did that happen?
I don't... Well, the Oracle has ice hands, but it lost a lot of its color back there. It got it back, but still... The imprisoned said there's something inside, but I don't know what kind of egg this even is.
Strange. Let me see.
Alright.
As she goes to grab it, nothing cold seems to happen with it. But as she goes to grab the item itself, it does seem to start immediately losing color in her hand. As she holds on to it, she immediately hands it back to you. I don't know. I fear that if I hold this for too long and search too much into this, then, well, I could destroy it.
I don't want that. What is this thing?
It seems to be fine when you hold it.
Well, it's an egg.
Well, what kind of thing is it? I know it's an egg, so I wonder
Well,
what's
I'm from Mom.
You have to wait for it. You can't just tell you because it's an egg.
Well, I will say I've never seen an egg quite like that. It seems more ornate than anything, although I guess something could hatch from it. I don't know.
Well, he presently knows there's something in there, but
Well, yeah, there's a baby.
no. I'll figure it out. It's fine.
Quince, do you have anything to ask her? Quince! Nightshade!
There we are. Yep.
Do you have anything to ask her?
She tells you what your stuff is if you don't know what your stuff is.
I would like. Oh, hang on. It is confirmed that the what do you call it? The jewels are just that, jewels, right?
Yeah, you feel they're just monetary.
Okay. I like to ask her what the stick is. Like what specifically it is.
All right then. Would you like me to take a hold of it?
Yes.
She reaches out for the stick as she takes it in her hands. She kind of like tosses it back and forth a little bit from her one hand to the other. She seems to give it a bit of a smile. Well, this is some sort of druidic object. Interesting. As she looks to it, I believe one could call this shillelagh.
Of fucking course.
Shillelagh. Can't say I know what shillelagh is.
It seems to be some sort of druidic tool for, attacking. Whenever you seem to attack with this item, it seems to do a little bit of extra magic alongside of it. It's a pretty interesting little tool. I could say that it suits you. I could say that it suits you, Wood Dragon. As she kind of tosses it back to you.
Catches it. Thank you.
Do with it as you will. I believe there are several things you of all people could do with that. You could shove it right up your ass. I'm kidding.
Nom.
Well, I really don't. I mean, there's only one item I have left that we found down here, but I pull out I hold out the spearhead. Don't touch the sharp edge. It will cut your finger off.
I do what I want. I'm kidding. She takes it. As she takes it, she begins kind of like holding onto it. Again, it's around the size of like a hand. It's not like a humongous thing. It's a spearhead, not a spear.
Yeah.
As she takes it into her hand, she kind of like goes over it. She like twists it around, looks at it all over. It appears to be a gem of sorts with a fair bit of enchantments on it.
Gem?
I'm not able to sense the full variety of enchantments along it, but I can tell the intent is to make it, well, penetrate.
Yeah, it was in a spear trap. But I got it.
The head itself seems to be almost immune to most forms of damage. It seems to repel wear and tear, rust, and whatnot. And from what I can sense of it, it would take quite a bit of force to break this item. I could see it being used as a powerful alchemical ingredient, or if you would really like a really sharp stick. Although, I will say, it's not too dangerous on its own.
I'll find something to attach it to.
Upon her saying that, she kind of like turns the item up onto its point and just kind of like holds it against her finger and like lifts it up by its point, showing that it's not really penetrating her. It's like by itself, it's not that bad, she says.
Okay, noted.
As she hands it back to you.
Wilhelm's gonna touch the pointy end.
You touch the pointy end. As you do, you draw a little bit of blood.
How the hell?
Again, she was using her demonic arm to do that.
Of course. I thought she was using her other hand. I'm like, what? I got confused. Oh, fuck you.
I mean, I didn't chop
damn.
off your fingers, so that's good.
Yeah.
It
I didn't try
seem,
that
it
stupid
didn't
trick.
seem to it didn't seem to hurt a hell of a lot, but it does easily seem to be able to pierce human skin without any protections.
I'll have to get I'll have to get this something to attach to. And that's all.
Again, you could either make some sort of a tool with it, or you could use it as some sort of alchemical ingredient. However you wish to handle it. Is there anything else?
Actually, well, I want to activate the keep it billowing.
The-
I know, right? I turn it off. That's so cool, right?
You can just here's the cool thing about this item. You can just literally tell me I activate the capability. I'm like, okay, you do. Because it doesn't do anything except just fucking flow in the wind, even if there is no wind. It's
like,
so
cool,
fucking
right?
great.
I'm just like, cool, right? Look at this cool stuff. It's my new favorite thing.
I will say, if that is all of the items you wish to ask her about, I do need to get to the library really quick, my dudes. And by really quick, I mean I want to get their stuff done before 1.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
We're good. I think we're
I'm
good.
just gonna make small talk until then. It's fine.
Okay. So you guys learn about the various items you guys have found in the area, including the mimic, which you find can compound bunches of items into one singular item, or potentially create other items through melding. You're not entirely sure what that means, but heading back over toward the library itself, Shomaru. Let's just move you over here, Dimitri. You can go to this pile of books now. Fucking, there you go.
Yeah.
You make your way over toward the back corner of the room as you see what appears to be a cat on one of the shelves, just on top of a pile of books.
Hi.
Step, 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 step. Flip. Step, step. The cat seems to look down at you as it seems to be it seemed like it was in a resting position as you approached it, but then kind of stood up slightly on its front legs. It seems to watch you wearily.
Hi there. I'm Shomaru. I'm the one who got you out of the box.
It pulls out a gun and shoots you in the face. I'm kidding.
Whoa.
The feline looks to you. As it does, it kind of watches you and then looks towards your face.
Who are you?
Licks paw. It then kind of turns its head, almost like it's cracking its neck a bit. Looks back. I don't remember asking you to help me out of anything.
No, you didn't. I just saw a box and knew there was a person or, a live thing in it, so I wanted to get it out. I hate boxes.
I want all boxes to fucking die. Seems to look to you, and again, just seemingly keeping a bit of a distance while it's still kind of understanding what the fuck you are. Apparently, you're just a talking dog. It's just you're a talking dog. What the hell are you? Completely unbeknownst to the irony of it. As it kind of sits there and looks to you. And what do you want?
Oh, I was just curious who you were, and if you want to be my friend.
She takes a step back.
Shomaru just gets down on his paws and looks into her eyes.
I don't do friends.
Oh, okay. What do you do?
Kind of looks to you, looks down, looks back. Not friends. It seems to be very awkward, almost just kind of shyly staying back, I don't know you.
Okay.
And how exactly did you save me? You're just a talking dog.
Well, I mean, I'm not just a dog. Also, what was the word again?
An Ethereus.
I'm mysterious.
Tilts head. All right.
It's like, a demon, but it is a demon, but like I was made instead of. I don't know how other things are made actually. You know how things are made?
You're a demon. That's all I really need to know.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm here, and I don't know who you are, but I guess if you got me out of a box, thank you?
Oh no, I was just trying to help.
You notice that like it's kind of like up against the back of the bookshelf at this point, like kind of like looking at you like wearily, like.
So we're just looking at her with his big dumb eyes, just practically laying there, just looking at her like, you are strange, but I am curious.
Let's make puppies together. That doesn't work like that, no.
I don't know how to make puppies. Can you explain?
No.
In graphic detail.
No. As it kind of like looks back to you, she like kind of like looks around the area. She looks and sees that there are other shelves above as she kind of goes forward and then kind of like climbs up another row and then one more for good measure. And kind of like looks down at you and she's like, either way, thank you, I guess.
Okay. We're in a big gold tower. I don't know if you know anything about it, but it used to belong to somebody else, but now it belongs to us.
I don't know anything about a tower. Where are we at other than that?
What's the town called again?
You're outside of Hosenka.
We're outside of a place called Hosenka?
She like kind of like puts like motions her head back and forth a bit, like, I don't really know.
That's in like a bigger place. I think they call it Fiore.
That seems familiar. Maybe.
I don't know. I don't really know a lot of things. I spent a long time in a box too.
Either way, thank you, and I'll fight you.
Why do you want to do that?
Don't eat me.
I don't want to eat you.
Cause you'll lose.
But I don't want to eat you.
Good.
Okay, that's good. You both understand I don't want to eat you, but if I try, you'll fight me.
Yes.
Alright.
And don't get too close.
Okay.
Or I'll fight you.
We're like through this whole conversation, like laid down and hasn't moved.
It's like, or don't come too close, cause I'll fight you.
What's your name?
Miriam.
It's nice to meet you, Miriam. What did you do before you were put in the box?
Gonna go ahead and put her name in. Looks down at you. That's none of your business.
Oh, okay. I was just wondering.
It's like, okay, that's fine.
I was
Listen,
wondering.
Crimson, leave me alone. Anyway.
I just wanted to know. It's okay. I don't remember what happened much with me before the box. Or the box. It was just very dark.
As she's looking down at you and you're speaking, and she's like not really sure how to get things back on her terms or on her sides, or like be able to be comfy, and she like kind of looks to the side. She sees the books. She paws one of the books out and it lands on the floor in front of you, like, eh. It's like,
He looks at the book. You want me to read this? I don't know how to read.
no. goes up another.
Oh, okay.
Until finally she is at the top of the bookshelves.
Shomer just hasn't moved. He's like, yes, this is obviously the most threatening of creatures.
She like stays over to the side. She looks down at you. She looks up. She seems to jump and like dig her claws into the side of the wood right here and kind of like scraping up, trying to get up. You saw her last time when she just jumped the fuck up there out of like sheer terror from the fucking dragon roar. But now she's like actually climbing. She like gets at the very, very tip top of the bookshelf and just kind of like looks down. Like she seems to think she's fine up here now.
Shomer's just looking up while being on the ground.
You better watch out.
What do I have to watch out for?
Cause
why?
yeah. She seems to move away further onto the bookshelf.
You're really weird. I don't get it. That's okay.
She is out of your line of sight, but you didn't see her jump to another bookshelf, so she should still be able to hear you.
And I guess if you want to leave, we're in a big gold tower. You'll have to have somebody get the door for you, but you can go whenever you want. Or you could stay. Staying's nice. If you stay, you could be my friend, maybe.
I don't do friends.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. I really like having new friends who pet me.
You stay away from me. I'll get you.
Your little dog, too?
Wait till she sees Big Shrimmer and then just dies.
Right now, she seems to be very, very much conscious of the area around, not really knowing where she is or what to do. She's looking at you, and she seemed to have at least talked with you a bit, but seemed very uncomfortable being in a conversation.
At this point, Shomer doesn't really have anything to say. She never answered any questions, so he can't ask more questions. He'll like lay there, look up for a bit, eventually give up and leave.
Every now and then, as you lay there and look up, you see like the head of Miriam kind of like come over the side and see you're still there, and then she tucks it back.
I'm gonna go now, okay?
Yeah, you better.
Maybe I'll see you later. Goodbye.
You turn to go. She just kind of sticks her head out, like kind of like gives like a very much like almost like a warning swipe while your back's turned. Like, take that.
Is my passive intimidation just too high now? Am I flexing at her and I don't even know?
You could have a 0 in intimidation. It would be too high. I don't do social interaction. Get out of here,
You
dog.
attempt to intimidate. You only lull them into more cuteness.
Well,
you seem to at least have laid the groundworks for a nice acquaintanceship, Shomer. She doesn't do friendship. You seem to have laid the groundworks for a nice acquaintanceship. Potentially, you can chat with her some more. It seems like she's right now just like kind of getting used to the fact of being awake in a completely different area without remembering a lot of stuff. Social link, yeah. Science says social link level 1 obtained. You know of each other's existence. Social link up.
hooray.
With that being said, Shomer, what do you want to do?
Probably go check on Shinako.
Okay,
And
we can definitely have you head upstairs to Shinako. She has a bunch of stuff to probably tell you in a bit.
And then leave.
I feel like this scene with Shinako is probably going to take a little bit of time, so that's probably going to happen a little next game, if that's fine. Because she's got a lot of shit to tell you from books she's read here. I've been rolling for her the past like 3 games.
Jesus Christ.
She's been getting some pretty high numbers.
I can't wait. Shomer has a larger brain now.
Maybe he'll actually start remembering things.
Shomaru,
like his life.
as you go up the stairs, you look over toward the bookcase and you just see Miriam still there watching you. Jumps down from the bookcase into one of the bookshelves.
God damn it. God damn cat.
So, Landon,
Hello.
you make your way with your water chest over toward where Ethan is. Ethan seems to be poring over books still. However, you see that he seemed to have stopped while the whole roaring and stuff was going on. A lot of books seem to have been collapsed around him, and he just kind of like looks forward. I have yet to find anything on fire magic in these archives. I'm very sorry.
The magic that he's using is modified fire sprite tears.
Oh?
The person we killed was his sister.
Fire sprites are very rare. Are you sure this is the case?
The first time that we killed her was in a room filled with jars and jars. He was experimenting on one.
I don't know of too many of them, however, I know of plenty of magical beasts around, and they should be very happy with how you all had helped them. Maybe I could ask some questions? I don't know of how much information we could really get on any fire sprites or anything in a library. Do you have any leads?
I can blah that apparently there's information for me in Crocus somewhere. But the biggest point of this is that the fire sprite tears never made him powerful. Something else did. Some sort of enhancement did.
If there's a spirit inside of Crocus that might know more, that might be the best place for you to check. Do you know of what guild they speak of?
Did she mention a guild? She kind of mentioned a guild, but she never really mentioned a name.
She said there was some sort of a underground guild hall in Crocus that you would find this information in, and near the bottom of said hall you would find a basin that housed a spirit that was very much in pain.
Yeah.
As far as everything else is concerned, do you know of any place like that?
I mean, I remember in the shitty districts, when we blow open a house, there was the crest of the one organization, but I don't think that's the underground guild, unless it is.
Who's to say? From what you talked with that man that was there, he seemed to think it was some kind of a dark guild.
Yeah. So we know that there is a dark guild around Crocus. We don't know if it's that specific underground guild.
Other than that, you don't really have any other leads on other guilds in Crocus. The only other guild that's in Crocus is Sabretooth, from your knowledge. Of course, there could be plenty of other underground dark guilds. Who's to say?
Oh, totally. Fucking 100%, without question. So the next question is, what exactly is killing this spirit, and how do you save a spirit?
Spirits are, well, interesting. As far as actually killing one, I'm not sure you could. Although I guess there are ways of it. Spirits don't truly disappear, but I guess they could be repurposed or even separated from certain aspects of themselves. It doesn't normally happen a lot that a spirit is captured without the help of something like satyr magic, but potentially that's what that basin is used with. Perhaps if you had some person who maybe was good with that kind of magic, you could have them aid you.
With what type of magic did you say?
Satyr magic.
Satyr. Okay.
It is
For some reason, I thought you said...
it is the manipulation of spirits. It's sometimes also called saith magic. You do know of one person in the guild who has a certain type of satyr magic.
And who was that again?
That is Chester.
That's right, that's right. He demonstrated it when he was fucking blowing someone to pieces using I don't want you to fucking do anything magic. That is true. Interesting.
This is the only thing I can think of that would be able to seal away or manipulate spirits, unless it's something very specific that I wouldn't know anything of, like maybe some sort of ritual or alchemy or something. But other than that, Satyrs magic or Satyr magic, or however you wish to pronounce it, is probably the most likely source. It could even have been some sort of contract while the person was still alive. Who is to say?
I'll stretch as I sigh and just put my arms behind my back. Well, I got information, although I expected to get it from a book. Maybe I can't find what I'm looking for in the library, at least not yet.
How fucking dare you? The library is precious and has all information. I'm kidding.
Really? Tell me how to save my friend.
Friends
Get
dead,
good.
Your life sucks.
The book here says for you to get good, and then you can save your friend.
Why does that book say strategy guide on it?
Anyway.
Why does that book say Bass Pro Fishing Strategy Guide?
It says here you need to use the proper lure.
Gotta lure out Pyre.
Well, let's see here. It says in this you need to use the proper lure and not to push the A button too hard at the time the string is at its most lax. I'm guessing it means that you need to change your way of your perception of how you go about.
You have never fucking
From what I understand, maybe you have to take off your pants.
Dude, all I know is the only time I've ever played fucking Bass Pro Fishing, like it would always I would never be able to catch a single fish in that fucking game. I love fishing minigames. I love fishing minigames. I love fishing mini-games. I don't like fishing games.
Fishing games
are fucking worthless, dude. Somebody likes them, and that's good.
Mm-hmm.
What a
That's
sad
all that
person.
matters.
I do know that, well, if you were to get whatever information that thing is able to give you, seeing as the person who gave you that information was an alchemist of sorts, it might also come to be that Satyr magic has nothing to do with it. But I'm sure that Satyr magic, even at some level, if it has to do with the spirit, would be very helpful.
When this person recovers, I should probably talk with them again. Or by the time they recover, maybe I won't need to talk with them again. Regardless, they're your new prison now, aren't they? They probably won't be going anywhere for some time.
From what I can tell, the person you have brought down to me, my new prisoner, they will not be able to reform anytime soon. Although I could speed up the process if you wish. I feel that my floor has gained a far more significant source of magical potential. I could use some shavings of the lacrima in that room to give that person a little bit of their magical power back, allowing them to reform themselves a little quicker. But it would still take a few days, if not longer.
You wouldn't have a means of keeping them held within that time, would you?
Of course. Like I said before, all I have to do is get my guardian out from his binds and repurpose the prison he is in. From what I can tell, this person was made using these black rooms, correct?
Yes.
I will have to repurpose and create a new substance down in that prison of mine to go for beings that are more magical in nature instead of undead. I may need a couple of ingredients, but that should be pretty simple to do. I am an alchemist myself. If I could consider myself weaker than the person here, I would not be a very good warden, now would I?
An alchemist sealing an alchemist, huh?
This person has broken too many magical taboos. Their form is that of liquid or some other sort of creature or being they have found. I believe that in terms of actual alchemy, she is more of an ingredient at this point than a mage practitioner. I believe myself to be superior.
Well, if you think you can really speed up the process, I definitely wouldn't mind. More than likely, I won't be going to Crocus very soon. And while I'd like to, because I'm now a part of a guild, there is a debt that I do need to pay. So who knows, maybe I'll be able to find you ingredients while I'm gone too.
I believe the only thing that I am short on, if you would be so kind as to get it for me, I may have enough if I make really good rolls on my checks after this game is over.
With all of my maybe 2, 3, 0 inspiration.
Listen, all right.
You want to drink some of this water?
All I'm saying is, if you are to find any sort of alchemical shop or something of the nature outside, which, from what you all have said, is very much probably not a thing anymore, I could be persuaded much more to be able to finish this with some gold dust.
Huh.
It will help me change the properties of the prison down below, and it is also used in a lot more experimentations that I do enjoy. If you would please bring me some gold dust, I could very much speed up the process of this woman's recovery. I will start immediately, however, I will keep her in a liquid state until the gold dust is delivered. She would be too powerful to leave outside of the prison. Is that
That's
satisfactory?
no problem. If you feel really concerned, then just let me stick around for a while. I can keep them in place. That being said, gold dust shouldn't be too hard to find. Where should I find it?
If there are no more alchemical shops out there, if what you say are true and it is illegal, it is a legal practice, then you might be a little hard to find. I'm sure, however, if you were to find some sort of a blacksmith or some sort of other type of beings out there who work with similar materials, they might be able to work.
I'm gonna talk to the bartender.
Let me finish. However, any sort of creature that would make things with magic may not have something as simple as gold dust. I would find a smithy or an alchemist, which still means him because he's an alchemist, but it would be easier found if it were not, well, an illegal practice, I guess. So yeah, you could definitely ask the bartender. You can, from what you can tell, he is somewhat of an alchemist. He may have some. However, if you cannot find any from him, she's basically saying find some sort of a smithy or something that would use similar materials, and see if you can buy some.
Do you have half a gold bar that you can just put on a cheese grater?
Gold dust is a little more than that. It's more about the purity and the, well,
I'll use a gold cheese grater. Fuck.
It's more of the purity and the what do you call it? The fucking, not texture, but the fineness, like how fine something is. What's that?
I'll use a fucking gold sifter. Jesus.
Fucking God. Either way, if you bring me quality gold dust, I can do this very simply. I should be able to have her up in a couple of days. I will keep her in the state that she is in until the very last section, however. After you get me the gold dust, it would take me 1 day, I believe.
That sounds fair enough.
She goes for a bow as she like pretty low, like she always does with an ow. And she's just like, anything for the new masters of the tower.
All right, well, I guess that's my next goal. I know I'm not going to go to Crocus fairly soon, unless I just tell the guildmaster, hey, I gotta fuck off to Crocus, and even then I don't really know where I'm going. So let's resurrect this dumb bitch. She'll probably won't say shit. She'll be like, thanks for resurrecting me. I'm gonna stay in prison forever and not say dick to you. And I'll be like, alright, I guess I'm just gonna fucking tear you limb from limb and kill you a third time, and then resurrect you again with more gold dust. We'll play this game.
You're just like, hey, Shomaru, come pee in the water.
I can do that.
If I drink her, she then becomes a part of me, and she has to listen to me.
Sounds
My
good to me,
fucking physical body is way stronger than her mental and spiritual body.
Sounds good to me, man. Sounds legit.
What would happen if I drank that water?
Probably nothing good. With all of that being said, the librarian seems to have given you a little bit of an idea of what to do, and you have all gained some knowledge of what you can and cannot do in the future. I will say, the librarian goes on to say that most of the dangers of this floor have been taken care of, except for the ones beyond the main door in the main hall, which you guys know to be shut at the moment. So, you guys now know that going in between the two floors is pretty easy. You guys can definitely go up the chains that were made that make a ladder that go upwards. You guys can invite more people down if they wish to come down and chill out in the library area instead of up where they are. I will also say, this brings up to you all that you probably have to maybe want to take like a little bit of time off and maybe just to kind of chill out for like a day or half a day to a day before making any moves on an actual mission, unless it's far enough away that you could potentially get some rest on the way. Eventually Madam and the others will be coming back and they'll be giving you guys your reward from what they said. And the last thing you guys do know is that there are 2 missions on the docket already. Eventually, within the next week, you guys can head over to Era anytime within the next week. And you can potentially do that escorting of a prisoner for them that the council wants you guys to do. The guildmaster has said that you guys do not have to do this. It is a request from the council, but she can tell them no. But it's good to maybe get in good with them. But who's to say? She told you guys not to worry about it if you don't want to do it. However, the only other mission you guys have at the moment is to help Crown with his venture over to the Prince of the Forests area, since the prince has apparently died, and that was the beast that taught him his magic. He has said recently that he's not amazingly in a hurry to go there. He's not really ready quite yet, but he can go at any time as well. And finally, Landon, you do also know now that a trip to Corcus could be a thing at any time if you could convince your friends to go there. Again, not entirely needed to go immediately, but there is a spirit that is in constant pain there that could potentially be of some use to you guys in the future. With that being said, there are 3 missions that you guys could go on within the next day or so after any sort of resting or anything you guys would like to do, as well as 2 floors now of things to explore and look around in and potentially get more of your friends to spread out for, and maybe see if they can do some more things in this place. Shinako seems to have found her favorite place ever to be, since there's tons of books around here. And Dimitri's probably like, I can just hang out here whenever I'm not in use. With all of those things being said, the Tower of Remembrance seems to kind of shift slightly in the ground that it sits now upon. Almost as if it is kind of settling after being put into this plane. Most of the people on the outside of this place have been shooed away, but the royal guards seem to still remain. On the outside of the Tower of Remembrance, just a little bit off from the tower's entrance, and a little bit down the road where you guys remember passing that destroyed carriage that you kind of took for yourself because it's like ours. Another carriage seems to be making its way toward the tower. Which town's it come from? I mean, the closest one is Hosenka, but who's to say? Maybe it came from further out. Maybe it came from somewhere else. As this place is heading in the direction of the tower, a very strange magical presence seems to be coming off of it. Looking at the carriage itself almost seems impossible. Every time like a passerby would look over, they would immediately turn away, as if either offended or not interested. They feel that they don't need to see it. As this carriage makes its way toward the tower, a strange howling seems to come from inside. Not of like a dog or anything of the sort. More otherworldly. To be continued.
Oh no. Box of death.
So guys, you got 3 things to do. You got 3 things maybe you could decide on next game.
Quest list updated. Side quests updated. Gold dust must acquire.
I'm happy you guys got the mimic. I've been really wanting you guys to get something like this for a long time.
You've got him. You've got Mimikyu.
My God.
No, it's no
As
keyhole,
soon as
though.
it had a tongue, I was like, all right, we need to close the chest.
No,
I
he's
was
fine.
hoping that Wilhelm would not have made that reaction roll because he would have been immediately engulfed in this thing and like it would have just been horrible for him. Like he wouldn't have taken any damage or anything, but like he would have came out of there soaked.
Mimikyu's a good boy. He's a good chest.
He's a good chest. Or
Freaking-
she. Or they.
How dare we assume his gender? Mimikyu is
Or
a good
G or J. Or
chest.
helicopter.
chest.
And don't forget
Mimi-
Jedi.
Mimikyu is a... Why can't they call it chestum?
I'm just
Because
saying.
you're gonna-
I'm just
Because
saying
this is why
you'll
we can't
get
have nice
looks.
shit.
I'm
Where the
just
fuck's the
saying you'll get
dragon?
looks.
There we go.
Why would it... From what? From Chester?
I feel better now.
Man, fuck your books.
They're like, freaking, you called it chestum?
Well, yeah, it's a chest.
Fucking
It's not
Beyblade, stop.
It's not like I called it Chester Jr. What's the problem?
I'm gonna kill your mimic.
No!
Destroy it.
I'm gonna take the
Lightning.
mimic. I'm gonna take the mimic soul out of the mimic and put it in a door, and then I'm gonna break the door.
What's the point of that?
God.
To make
Damn.
you suffer.
To make a point.
A lot of things can actually come from this mimic now. At this point, it's actually. I'm wondering what kind of ideas you guys might get from it.
I wish the little, like, you know how like this chest has like the little legs on the bottom?
hmm
I wish he had these little legs.
I'll get a face for him before the next game. Same with the dragon.
I want him to have
What
little
if we
legs.
throw all the broken lacrima in him?
There we go.
Perfect.
What's the worst that could happen?
It'll be,
We just have
it'll,
What if
We
you
should
throw
get, like,
all? What if you throw all the books in him?
we should
we
should
have an
get, like-
encyclopedia.
we should get like a fluffy dog mask and we should like tape it to the top of him so he could be like a chest corgi. We have another dog.
Grr, where did this other dog come from?
Cyan
That's a
says.
really-
Cyan says, just kill it. Throw the mimic in the black water.
It's just like, that's a very weird looking dog, man.
Cyan, by the way, thank you for 4 minutes ago giving the 16 bits. It's pretty nice. He's just doing it. Take over Saiyan Slot. Gotcha. That's a worthy addition of bits if I do say so myself.
I would say so.
Stretch. my dudes, we will decide what to do whenever everybody gathers themselves up in the floor above, potentially next game. You guys will be able to decide which of the quests you want to go on. People were asking last time if I was going to be giving people stat ups for going through the different floors, and I've already told you guys, except for Nightshade, I'll tell you too, that the floors themselves are not going to be giving people stats. Because you guys can go through a floor in a short amount of games, whereas the missions themselves are a lot longer. They usually take, 5 to 6 games, maybe even more or less, depending on what happens. But I consider those the ones that are going to increase your guys' potential as mages, whereas the tower themselves is for items, loot, and testing your potential as mages. So you guys will definitely be able to get stronger in the tower, just not stat wise, unless you find fucking more cake. Always for the cake, my dudes. CGK says dice to Cindere cat because Cindere. Gotcha.
I mean, that's a
dice to Cinder cat.
Very logical.
I mean, it is consistent.
Never seen something so fair and logical in my life.
I'm guessing the kid inspiration here is the cat. I can't remember. I'm gonna go ahead and assume it is. So it has two inspiration now.
I think so, yeah. I'm fairly certain that's the kid.
Well, guys.
Oh God, what happened? What? What happened?
I have no idea.
What?
What did you do?
I don't know.
I don't see anything. What's going on?
A map just fell on Red's.
And some shit's going crazy, and his stuff is going crazy.
What the fuck?
We Gucci?
Yeah, I guess I think we're fine now.
I guess we're good.
Well, I'm gonna have to find that later. Apparently, you guys have been touching stuff over here.
Oh, all I did was touch all the NPC characters. Yo, check this shit out. There we go.
All right, guys, it's 11:15 at night. Everybody's being crazy. The room's being crazy. There goes the dice tower. I think.
Oh my God.
I think we're gonna end things off, my guys. If you have any questions, comments, complaints, there goes the fire sprite tears.
No.
If you guys have any questions, comments, complaints, or wisecracks, put them in the comments below. Let me know how you guys enjoy yourselves. We're enjoying ourselves. And until next time, guys, like always, just love the little fucking dancing NPCs.
Take this shit off. This is mine now.
All right, there goes the stamina. There's the stamina. There's the lamp. All right. Until next time, guys. Later days.
I'm spinning all the dice. I'm gonna roll them at the same time.
Oh.
No.